Before our story begins, I must make a correction. I was a fool. Fool of a G. Emily. These dice towers are from the Elderwood Academy, not Wormwood. And with that, we begin tonight's story. We open on 3 doors opening. The first opens upon Hannah's bedroom, where we see a glimpse of Hannah and Sawyer in an embrace of mangled clothes before it is magically shut. The second opens into the parlor of the Palisades Planning Committee HQ, where the Rat Queens and Aveline Ibbett sit having tea in the pristine headquarters of the Charitable Society Club. And the third opens on a back alley in Palisades, where we see several shadowy figures dart across a decrepit wall as glass breaks around them. At the Palisades Planning Committee, in the parlor, everything is blue, ivory, and gold. You see that there are these beautifully carved ivory tuffets and couches with satin blue, trimmed gold linings, as the blue lupine flowers that decorated the flower boxes outside rest in flower pots and vases around the parlor. In front of the Rat Queens, on a beautiful quartz and ivory coffee table, is an array of sandwiches and scones, little tiny treats, several beautiful, pristine china teacups with gold and blue designs and etchings on them. As you all sit there eating, taking snacks, enjoying your time, Dee suddenly stands up, clutching her stomach. She looks at you all and says, "I forgot! I can't have Earl Grey!" as she darts out of the Palisades Planning Committee, having a sensitivity to specifically Earl Grey tea, as she runs back to the Rat Queen's HQ to try and rest up from her accidental tease.
Rest up.
Don't break the crapper, D.
I'm glad the meat is at my house.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, is she going to be all right?
She, yeah, she's gonna be fine.
Oh, I think I understand what you mean. I have a terrible, terrible sensitivity to, it's so silly. It's sprouts. For some reason, the little sprouts on perhaps a dish or a sandwich just does me in. Oh, but oh my goodness, that is not ladylike talk. I'm so sorry, but thank you all for being here. I must ask, why is your friend Hannah not here?
She's probably doing it with Sawyer.
Oh,
I guess.
That does sound accurate.
That's probably right. It's
doing it.
Playing a
You know, this one.
Oh,
that one.
I see. That's good to know. I was slightly worried that it was because I in fact did call her a bitch upon the first time of meeting her when I ran into you all at the Black Satyr.
I mean, that was awesome.
Oh,
and
really?
nothing to do with that.
That also happens to her a lot.
Yeah,
so.
Don't sweat it.
Wait, it was awesome of me to call her a bitch?
Oh, she needs to hear it sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, she's like real confident. I feel like sometimes you gotta just.
Oh, well, that's not what I meant by it.
Oh, okay.
What did you mean by it?
I just think she needs to be told once in a while, like a report.
Yeah.
Like a quarterly report. We don't have a boss per se, but someone to come in and tell her.
A report?
Performance evaluation.
So basically, you don't need to worry about it.
It's fine.
Great. Well, I am so happy that all of you, my new friends, are here. Can I get you anything else? I can get some more scones, perhaps some biscuits or some cookies. I can go get us cookies.
Do you know you could give us a little bit of gossip about your fellow members?
I need you to roll me.
Uh-oh.
2d6 plus, I'm gonna say candy.
Oh no.
Ooh.
And we do have 2 rerolls. Thank you for the rerolls.
Oh, thank you. I got an 8.
8.
Oh, not bad.
So I'm gonna say, you unfortunately, Violet, don't say this as softly as you wanted to in this this HQ, the Palisades Planning Committee HQ, is a little bit smaller. Then it is lavish. It is quite quaint. So you have the chance, you have the time to get one question asked by Aveline before the individuals in question might enter the room.
What are they actually saying about us?
That you're awful, that you're uncouth, you are not really the heroes of Palisades, and that, Palisades was utterly ruined that day and no one really saved it, not even you all, even though the destruction was stopped. What have you done to help benefit the city? And as Aveline says this, you see this very tall, older elf woman suddenly, almost like in a shadow, emerge from behind Aveline, coming in from the other room. You see that she's wearing golden earrings that really highlight her very bony and articulated facial structure. She has short white cropped hair in a pixie cut, and she wears a pair of gold half spectacles that sit delicately on the bridge of her nose. Aveline, darling, what were you saying? I believe you were talking about my disapproval of, the company you've hired for this. Sarah Lee. Yes, Sarah Lee. These are the Rat Queens. This is Betty. This is Violet. This is Braga. Dee, unfortunately, has taken ill, and Hannah is not with us. But they said they would come in for tea. See, look, they are enjoying tea. They are having a wonderful time.
I mean, we brought you the beer. Isn't that what you guys needed for your cool party? I feel like we did a good job with that.
Great point, Betty.
Cool party, indeed. I'm sure Aveline has told you of how she fell into this position, you see, during the Palisades attack. The last head of the Palisades Planning Committee perished.
Oof.
So she assumed the role, being the current vice president. So, this is her time to do what she wants. I disapprove of this party, as she already knows my stance, as Sarah Lee just daggerly stares at Aveline, who is currently staring at the carpet, just trying to keep her little sweaty palms together. You see, Palisades is a place of rich history and culture. We have so many other events, other things that money can go towards. We don't need anything new. What is old is best. We are a preservation society. Whatever joy and success she thinks will be coming out of this wild party, as you say, is utter nonsense. This is going to be a complete failure. I'll just be honest. I don't like any of you. You are chaotic. You are loathsome. Palisades did not like you even beforehand. I do recall you desecrated the Guardian of Palisades statue by removing, something of his.
We tried to put it back on. Jeez.
Listen, as soon as this is over, Aveline, as you know, the election for the head of the Palisades Planning Committee is coming up. I do hope that your event is successful and that you aren't wasting any more money on, your hired security. I will say that your budget is fairly low, and as soon as she says that, Sybil Cleaves, a rotund human with curly chestnut hair that stands in an ornate beehive above her head, decorated with gold and blue ribbons, stands right behind her. You see that as she kind of walks in, her shoulders bounce with every move she makes. Oh, yes, you see, Aveline, your budget, it's reaching its max. I see you spent a little too much on security. I don't know how you're going to pay for talent. I don't know how you're going to pay for, well, the rest of the concessions, the maintenance, the utility. And yes, who is going to be setting up this summer solstice festival? I do see that you have the location marked off on the edge of town, as I did make sure that you did get your clearance. You did, so you did get that on me. But yes, you're basing your budget a little bit. I just thought I'd give you a friendly warning. Miss Sarah Lee, can I help you with anything else?
Can we get personal real quick with these?
Yes.
Can we just get personal?
Yeah. Roll me 2d6.
Okay, I got a 9.
You get to ask one question of the NPC or me. Who would you like? Violet, who would you like to ask a question
Does she
to?
roll with something with that, or just?
Oh yeah, you add your heart.
It's heart. I got none. I got none of it. Who hurt you?
Which of us are you talking to?
I'm talking to the woman that can't quit smiling while she insults people, which I find extra rude.
Oh my. Oh yes, you are that dwarf that forsook your family, cut your beard. Oh, fascinating. I'd love to talk to you. You see, I have not been hurt. I guess, wait, no, I have been hurt. I have been hurt by how society has been changing. I don't like it. And you know what? When society changes, civilization falls. All of you are a perfect example. You forsake your family, cutting your traditional beard. You. Yes. And.
Well, hang on a second. Now, I want to just interrupt here. Me forsaking my family is actually causing more civilization. I was part of a horde. I was a chief child. I was ready to wage war. I walked away from it, and I'm here protecting people. And that is why I have joined these ladies. They saved this city. I am proud to stand shoulder to shoulder with them in combat.
Yeah.
As we are proud.
Your town.
Yeah.
I'm not there, but I go, fucking bitch.
Hey, you know what, lady? You seem like you could use something. Betty would like to do her skill, Wealth and Taste. It is, when you make a show of flashing around your most valuable possession, you choose someone present. They will do anything they can to obtain your item or one like it.
Is that just a natural thing, or do you have to roll for it?
I have to roll. It's an advanced move.
Great.
I want to try to show her some mushrooms that will definitely give her younger, more beautiful skin.
Okay. Roll me 2d6.
Ooh.
Oh, God!
Reroll.
We have 2 rerolls.
She insulted your friends.
What am I rolling with?
If I'm saying if you're trying to flash something at her, I'm gonna say a skill.
Die.
-1. Oh, come on. Oh my God, no.
Oh my goodness.
Reroll.
You get to reroll that. Not that it'll matter.
Okay, let's reroll. We'll get some to try here.
Oh my
that's
God.
a 3.
Stop while you're ahead.
We have 1 reroll left.
Oh my God, guys. Should I do it or should I do it?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Use all the rerolls.
Support
Oh,
our
good,
honor.
good.
6, 7, 8. So that's a 7.
Wow.
What did the rules say? What do you have to get? Or is it just say, like, is it just...
It doesn't say, actually. It just says I either fail or I do it or I don't.
Okay, I'm going to say that you don't.
Okay.
Oh.
So you whip out
Well,
your
that would've been
mushrooms.
fun.
Sarah Lee just... Oh! Yes! Yes, this is the future of Palisades. This is... Have fun with your change, with your good things. If you were a chieftain in a war, well, wonderful. Wars are supposed to happen. Everything has its place. Everyone has their place. Palisades has its place, and it is not the Summer Solstice Festival. As you see the final figure kind of appear with Sybil flanking Sarah Lee's right, you see the final figure appear, flanking her lift. An older smidgen with styled white hair and a meticulous goatee. He wears a blue blazer as well as the other two women, and white gloves. But you see that he is simply looking around the room as he speaks. Yes, what Sarah Lee says is complete truth. I look forward to this festival failing.
You know what? You guys suck.
Yeah, you know what? I back you up on that. You guys suck.
I agree. You all suck.
And you suck to Aveline. Aveline, you don't have to put up with this garbage.
You see, Aveline has not broken her eye contact with the carpet. Thank you, Sarah Lee. Thank you, Sybil. Thank you, Vigo, for your opinions. I am going to go across town just to check on... You're right, I'm going to just go recheck on the location that I've locked down and see if maybe I can get anybody else, perhaps who's feeling charitable, to help me set up. And as she stands and walks out, you see that her eyes are just welled with tears as she hurries out of the Palisades Planning Committee HQ.
I will help you set up.
I'll help too.
She turns around. Really?
I have strength. I might as well use it.
She quickly hurries outside. She can't stay in this room anymore.
Let's go follow Aveline. Everyone in this room who's not a rat queen is terrible.
I grab a pastry on the way out and just kind of I bite into it and just stare them in the face as I walk out of the
I
room.
fill a bag with pastries.
Ooh.
And
And I take my teacup.
I just want to get really, really close to, not Sarah Lee, who's the first woman that we met,
Sarah Lee is
Sarah
the
Lee
first
is
one.
the
right?
first.
Sarah Lee. I just want to get really, really close to Sarah Lee to make sure she could see me through her spectacles.
You do. She stands a good 7 feet. So you're right up kind of, I would say right here to her.
That's
so
great.
You're staring up at her.
She won't forget.
Do you have something to say, defective dwarf?
Can I?
Yes.
Can I just
Yes.
a tap? I'm just gonna jump up as high as I can and just tap her on the cheek. Hard. It doesn't feel good. Can I do that?
I'm going to say no.
Why?
I'm going to say, because all of a sudden, as you feel this impulse to do it, suddenly you feel this magic come over you that is essentially holding you in place. My sweet, sweet dear child, do you want to prove my point? I insist that you leave immediately if you want to save whatever graces you have with the Palisades Planning Committee.
I mean, we don't, but thank you.
Wonderful. Please leave.
This club sucks.
That was unbelievable.
I know.
Man, that's terrible.
As you,
We're gonna help Abilene put on the best festival she can possibly have.
Yeah.
as the three of you walk out and kind of meet a red-faced, teary-eyed Aveline, we cut back to the Rat Queen's HQ, aka Hannah's home, as Hannah and Sawyer lie post-coitus. I need you to roll me.
Coitus.
I need you to roll me 2d6 to see how well this went. Woo!
Plus?
We're using the get sexy. I'm gonna say, well, how do you feel? Was it tender, intense, intuitive, or techniqued?
That would be skill, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
If I did technique,
Yes.
that's a 0.
Ooh.
Oh, Jesus. Eight.
An 8. All right. So on a 7 to 9, you performed admirably, but you must choose one of the following. Something awkward happened. This meant something. You forgot Sawyer's name, or everyone in the house heard you.
Jesus. Oh, God. I'm gonna say I called him Greg.
Wonderful. As the two of you lay there, Sawyer's just laying kind of with his hands clasped on his chest. I have to ask, who's Greg?
A very unattractive centaur that provided us with meat and you know, I just have you ever fantasized about anybody else before having sex?
I don't think I need to. You know what, Hannah? As he gets up, he starts to put on his pants and his clothes back on. I honestly don't know if you are putting spells over me or if this is how I really feel, but it's this cycle, and we always talk about it. I'm going to give you the same talk I always do. We're going to end this the same way we always do. I don't know. Is this good for you?
The sex is great.
Sure, the sex is great. Sex it is great. It is great.
What do you want, Sawyer? Do you not like me for who I am? Because this is who I am. Just a little rough around the edges, not perfect, honest, blunt, really hot, gives good head. I don't know. You either like me for who I am or you don't.
Hannah, I love you. Oh shit. As he just like puts on the rest of his clothes and starts to head out your door.
Why are you leaving? Maybe have you ever thought for a second that you're also part? It takes two to tango, buddy. I'm not the only one who's like difficult to be in a relationship with. Like,
excuse me?
You're walking out after dropping this big old bomb and go, emotion, and then I'm the one who's an asshole because that's a lot to deal with.
No, I'm sorry.
Why didn't you just like stay and like pony up to what you did? I'm sorry I said pony. He was a centaur. That's uncomfortable.
Hannah, what the hell is going on?
I'm just saying, you're not fucking perfect either. We're both really imperfect, so maybe you're right. We should never fuck again, and we should like act like we don't even know each other, or we just like really try to make it work and accept that we're kind of shitty people.
What do you mean, make this work?
I mean, have really good sex, and I use your name instead, and tell you how I feel more often. This thing, you're not saying anything, and it's weird.
Can I just think about something for a moment? Just think in silence. And right before Sawyer opens his mouth, Hannah, suddenly, you are just overcome with selfishness, and you are just feeling. You have just admitted to almost to bearing your emotions towards Sawyer. A big move for you, and unfortunately, you just
get the fuck out.
Backpedal.
Get out.
What?
I mean, forget it. You're clearly the problem here. Yes, you're the problem.
Great.
You're the problem.
I'm the problem?
That is the answer.
I'm gonna solve the problem by leaving.
Oh, for once, you're actually solving something. Good job. Make sure not to come to me next time you need me to save the city for you, okay?
Great. You know what? I'm gonna go do my job.
Oh, poorly. Bye.
Fuck you! As he like walks out of your house, and as he yells "fuck you," storming out of your home, a poor, like sickly D is walking into the home and headed up towards her room, which is directly across from yours. As she pushes the door open, she looks at you.
No.
And she quickly hurries into her room.
Aww.
That was a waste of an hour. I go get high.
Roll me 2d6
Okay.
plus I'm gonna say guts.
Okay, that's actually a good thing. Keep up. Ooh, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What do we have any rerolls?
Don't need to reroll on that.
We have 2 rerolls.
Don't you question my needs?
We may need them.
I'm just saying.
It's good.
I'll stick with an 8.
Okay, so you get mildly high as you kind of sit in your room, curled up in your blankets, lighting up. as we cut back to the other 3 rat queens in the center of Palisades near the market district. Thank you all so much for voting in the poll. I do have what you picked, and now it is going to happen.
No. I don't like this.
Aveline looks at you all. Oh, all right. So, I owe you my life for helping me put on this festival.
No, not
As you
your
see,
life. Not your life.
they are awful, yet they have all the money and power. And isn't that always how it is? Just people with opinions and power. You try to do something good, you try to do something new, and this is what you get for it. But regardless of how they see it, I am determined to do my best and put on the best first ever summer solstice festival that Palisades has ever seen.
And we're definitely gonna help. You are our friend now, and I mean, more than that, they're just so terrible. I really want to steal something from them or hurt them in some way.
They are so incredibly powerful.
No kidding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, did she do the thing? She do the thing where she stopped you?
She did the thing.
She's. I will tell you this.
Tell me.
This is just. It really hurts.
Oh,
she once.
Get there if you can.
I'm getting there. She once stopped me from. Well, I was taking an extra sandwich at lunch. I was just hungry,
Of
and she
course,
stopped
people
me.
are.
She stopped me from doing it because she said I wouldn't look good for the Palisades planning committee if I indulged myself.
Anybody who doesn't support a little more body positivity makes me want to. If she didn't push me down with her laser eyes, I would have popped her in the face.
I believe you. You're
Sandwiches
very
are
strong.
right.
Yeah, not a privilege.
Well, before we get to the actual area, perhaps you can help me bring some things there. There's one wagon that's just full of like little line barriers and some flags that we can put up to highlight and show which booths will be where. I have it all here. She pulls out of like her little fanny satchel a map of what the Summer Solstice Festival will look like. And it's this beautifully drawn, detailed map. There's a stage, there's a petting zoo, there's a second stage, there's a jousting arena, there's tons of booths. It looks amazing.
Wow, Aveline. My God, this is
gonna be great.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My husband taught me drafting before he passed. It was something that he was very good at, and well, I took it upon myself. It's how he's still here with me.
yes, exactly.
Yeah, that one
So
before.
that is the sweetest. Yeah.
So if you'll come with me to one of the warehouses, not the one with the meat. That one is guarded by one person, hopefully doing their job. Come on, let's go to the materials warehouse. As you follow her to the south part of town, where there's the docks and there's a number of warehouses that are for fishing goods, trades, and you see that one of the warehouses has been rented out to the Palisades Planning Committee, as you see their emblem hanging on a little banner in front of the door. And to the side of this warehouse, you all see a horde of bards.
Great.
No.
Great.
Oh, wow, bards.
You see 4 figures sitting, standing, leaning against the warehouse. The first is a 152-year-old female drow with a white half-shaved hairstyle. The tip of her white hair is dyed pitch black. As you see, she has a few piercings over her right eye and lip. Her clothing is a combination of black material with also some tattered stuff and some metal built into that as well. She's rocking it very well. As she sits on a bench, gently tuning a unique-looking ivory fiddle that's similar to her hair, just glistens beautifully in the sunlight. Then you also notice a 45-year-old male orc bard. He has a huge grin on his face as you see his braided black ponytail glistening behind him, and he has a beard that is braided into 2 distinct sections. A big grin pokes through his bushy beard as he twists and turns in a manner of stretches. He's wearing this beautiful white tunic with light blue pants, and you don't see you don't see his instrument anywhere. Then you look over, and kind of laying in the sun is a blonde-haired human bard with piercing brown eyes. They are the most relaxed and casual out of all the bards. And right next to them is a pan flute made out of uniquely carved reeds. And finally, of course, sitting on the other side of the bench as the drow, you see Palisade's most beloved bard, Bard Dave.
Bard Dave, hi! Bard Dave!
Oh, he looks up from tuning his little lyre. Oh, Betty! Oh my gosh, hey!
What are you doing all hanging out with other bards outside this warehouse?
Well, it's super cool. They're all in town for the Summer Solstice Festival. There's gonna be a bard off. There's gonna be a bard competition at the festival. I got in this year. This is the first year, but I got in, and so I'm really stoked. I've been working on songs about you all, of course, and I think that's really gonna take the cake. Oh, let me introduce you to my friends. Bard Dave turns around and points to the drow. This is Aralel. She's real cool. She's from out of town. She's awesome.
How's it going?
Aralel just kind of nods. That's Ulrich. Man, I've never seen this before. He doesn't have, his voice is his instrument. Like, he's like speaks, and his magic comes out through that. It's crazy. And that person over there, their name is Rice. They're really cool. They're just napping. They do a lot of that, but they're really awesome.
Oh.
But yeah, oh man, Betty. And he kind of takes you aside, you being the kind of the one person he really related to at the Black Satyr and connected with. Betty, do you think I have a chance to win this competition?
Well, I don't know. I didn't get to hear everyone else yet. But I feel like if you just practice really hard, you'll have a shot.
Oh, awesome. Oh, he just like his little cheeks like bird bright red. He's like, yeah. Ulrich approaches you, Violet. Hi. How are you?
Excellent. How are you?
I'm doing great. This is a fantastic town you have here. You see, I travel a lot. And this town in particular, Palisades, I'm really feeling it. And he notices Aveline right to your side. Oh, Mrs. Ibbett, it is an honor to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation. I know I speak for all of us when we say that we are so honored to be the bards here at the Palisades Summer Solstice Festival. Very much looking forward to the bard off. I hope it is okay that I don't have an instrument and that my body is my instrument. As Aveline laughs, and she's like, oh, absolutely charmed by this bard orc. Oh yes, oh yes, as her spirits lift upon seeing how happy people are about the Summer Solstice Festival.
Hey, Violet, did you hear him say his body was his instrument?
Oh, I did. I clocked it.
We should tell you that one later.
Well, we'll definitely do.
Let's not tell Hannah about the bards, if we can
Agreed.
avoid it.
Okay.
Yes, well, yes, I cannot wait. I still have to figure out the judges for the Bard Off competition. I will need to find judges, but yes, it will be a wonderful event. I'm so looking forward. Here, ladies, you can stay out here. I'm going to run inside and go ahead and go fetch what we need. Feel free to talk about your excitement for the festival as she rushes into the warehouse.
Should we?
What?
Volunteer?
I'm happy to do it.
I mean,
I feel like
we could rake.
I like a
people,
good
right?
bard. I'm looking at RLL again. I like a good song here and there.
Ooh.
You see as she like picks up her fiddle, she kind of hits it really quick, and you see a burst of energy come off of it.
I'm intrigued.
I feel like
I want to get social with her. And I'm gonna like use the strength version of it since I'm like here to like help build the like
Yeah.
ceremony. I guess it uses guts. I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna be like, yeah, we're just here trying to set up the stage so y'all can perform. I don't think Braga would say y'all, but
Maybe. Maybe you don't perform. Oh.
yeah. Ooh.
do it, girl.
All right, so that's gonna be an 8. I get 10.
Woo! 10.
Yeah, because 8 plus 2.
Finally, one good roll.
All right.
Someone gets a good roll.
So, what do you say to Arlel again?
We're just here. We're gonna put together the stage so you can, you have somewhere to perform.
All right. Are you gonna build it really well?
We're gonna build it as best as we can. It's gonna be strong and firm.
Oh, wow. Braga, tell her how strong and firm it's gonna be again. Jeez.
It's kind of like Braga's not
It's
good
like-
at words, so she's kind of just like,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, well.
Might be easier to build if we have some inspirational music while we're doing it.
I can perhaps lend my talents. When suddenly Rice picks themselves up, looks around. All right. Enough with the flirting and the happy and the talking and the what is happening here. You want something inspirational? I got something inspirational. I'm bored. How about a fight? How about a little, tussle. I just got into town. Oh, we all did, and well, yeah.
Oh, Rice, dude, I feel like you just need to relax. Would you want some of my mushrooms? They're really good at helping you relax.
I am really good. I do not partake in any kind of substance before I do my great craft.
Oh, how do you live your life?
Very, very peacefully, very soulfully.
Oh, is that right? Peaceful. The peaceful person wants to start a fight. So is this your first fight, Rice, or what?
Yeah, we're like the rat queens. We're kind of famous.
I am
Look.
the Rice, the best pan-fluting bard this half of the continent.
Do you really like eating rice, or are you from a land that is like famous for making it, or is it just? Do you like?
The name is spelled R-H-Y-S.
Noted.
It's not the food.
Oh.
I don't like being called the food.
That's fair.
And you see a Bard Dave shake his head. They do not like being called the food.
You should wear a name tag so people will know how it's spelled then.
Betty.
Well, maybe you should wear my pan flute up your ass as he brings up his pan flute to his mouth and begins to play this really kind of intense, like, this intense riff on this pan flute as suddenly you see these roots start to come up out of the ground and wrap themselves around your legs, Betty. What do you want to do?
No thanks. I tried to. Betty grabs some rocks off the floor and attempts to throw them into his flute to block the passage of the flute.
You're gonna throw some rocks? Great. Roll me
some
2d6
rocks.
plus your skill.
That's a
Ooh.
9 because of -1.
Okay.
It's a 9. All right, so yeah, you're able to take some stones and kind of aiming them well, throw them at his little pan flute, blocking one of the passages, so his bard spell is stunted for a moment, but you still feel the roots wrap around your legs, not causing any damage yet, but they are still there.
Rice, as much as we would love to engage in fisticuffs with you, I just want you to know that we're here to help out Abilene, and I feel that having a fight right now would not bode well for her with the city planning committee, and we don't want to hurt her or upset her at this particular moment. We also don't want to kill one of the bards that's here for our party.
I'm not asking for a death fight. I'm just like, look, this is how I warm up. This is how I do my thing. This is how I get into my art. I gotta get into it. I can't just get up on stage. I can't just sit there and go do-do-do-do-do. I can't do that. I have to have inspiration. I provide inspiration for others from the inspiration that I get for myself.
Wow, that was a great speech you made there,
It's
Rice.
so complicated.
But I really and truly don't think that we can fight you. It almost feels like we're gonna give you what you want. So, I mean, We're not gonna start it.
Great. As he continues to play on his flute, you then see roots start to come up and wrap around your feet. Violet, what do you want to do?
I want to get rangy and just pop my axe right down on the root.
Pop your axe right down
Yeah.
on the roots. All right. Roll me 2d6. What's your skill?
Oh gosh. 9.
It's a 9. So you are able to successfully kind of pop your axe on one of the roots. The one that was going up, kind of snaking up your right leg, stops. But the one around your left leg kind of stays in place. Rice looks over at Aralel. Come on! We were just talking about this before I took my nap. That you wanted to see something. You wanted to do something. You wanted to do something before this festival. Come on, Aralel. She kind of looks over at you. It's only just for fun. As she pulls up her fiddle and then starts to play this tune, as you see this beautiful, like, ivory, like, fire start to ignite as she brings the bow across the strings, and it creates an ivory fireball that starts to make its way towards you, Braga.
All right, I'm gonna do a defy danger, and so it says exporting my powerful will or luck. So I think my powerful will. I'm going to just fling my axe up and kind of like block the fireball and kind of like almost like fan it away a little bit.
Okay.
As I step aside as well, but
Great. I'm gonna say roll me 2d6 plus your candy.
oh, okay.
I want to get wrecked by bards. It sucks.
All right, so that's gonna be a 5.
So 5. Unfortunately, Braga, this
We have
fireball.
rerolls.
Oh,
We do have rerolls.
all right,
You have
I'll
three.
reroll. I'm gonna reroll that.
Great.
Yes. No death by bards.
Okay.
Not our reputation.
All right, that's
Same.
also gonna be a 5.
We have another reroll.
We have 2 rerolls.
Okay.
left.
Okay. Should I?
Go for it.
Yeah,
I don't-
yeah,
okay.
do it.
You
Do
have
it.
some.
Alright.
We have.
She's trying to impress the girl,
Yeah.
so she'll do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sweet lord.
Okay, so that's gonna be a 6.
Moving on up.
Yeah, we're done now.
Wait, no, that's a 7. Sorry.
Oh,
So
good.
7. Yes. So with a 7, Braga, yeah, as this fireball, as this beautiful ivory kind of like white fireball comes towards you, you are able to take your axe and kind of brush it away. But for a moment, you get a little distracted because you see the fireball kind of light in the eyes of Aralel as she kind of raises her eyebrows at you and kind of what you gonna do with this? And it kind of knocks you off guard a little bit. So you kind of get brushed by the flame for only 1 point of damage.
Ooh.
It was not a very strong spell.
Bard Dave, are you gonna help us or
Oh,
not?
great question, Betty. Good job, Betty.
He walks over to you. I don't know. Should I kind of feel like I should impress my bard friends. I don't know. They're all doing this.
But we're your favorite. We're your inspiration.
Roll me 2d6.
You're the #1 Rat Queens fan, Dave.
Roll me 2d6 plus your heart.
Oh, that's a 6.
With your heart,
Yeah.
we have 1 reroll.
All right,
Do
here
it.
we go, y'all.
Can we just roll better now?
That's a 9.
Okay.
Yeah, better.
All right.
Good job.
So, as you talk to Bard Dave, his eyes flashes from you guys to the bards. From you to the bards. I'm at an impasse. I don't know what to do. I can't join you guys. I can't join them. Oh, I gotta think about some things.
Oh God.
As Ulrich steps forward and goes, well, why not? This seems like fun. We're all having fun here. Let me tell you a story. As he starts to inspirationally speak, that being his bard talent, he's going to speak at you, Betty, to kind of knock some energy out of you. What do you want to do? He's going to try to wear you out with his story.
But I love a good story. Why is it hurting me? I will use one of my daggers and no,
Come on, Betty. Yes. Good thinking. Good thinking.
I will use one of my daggers to try to hit him in the face.
hit him in the face.
Make him stop.
All right.
To make him
I
stop.
like
His
Betty.
body is his instrument. You could do serious damage to it.
You wanna? Okay, you're gonna throw a dagger. Great. Roll me 2d6 plus your skill.
I used to like bards. I kind of thought they were cool. That's a 7.
7. So, yes, with a 7, as you do throw this dagger at his face, he is very surprised that you are throwing an actual weapon at him. So he kind of steps back and stops, but you do feel a little exhausted and take just a little 2 points of damage. As
Look, we're the fucking rat queens.
Ulrich steps back. Look, I didn't want a real fight. I wanted like a little warm up. I wanted a little fun. I mean, these roots, I don't know if these roots are gonna... Rice, were you thinking about hurting them? No, I'm just having fun.
Well, your bit of fun wasn't fun for us, okay?
Violet, as you say that, you suddenly feel inspired to team up with to team up with Braga.
Yeah, that's
to,
right.
to
All right.
finish off this fight with a little bit of a combo.
What are we doing?
Well, I think that we should do our classic move.
Yes.
Our classic move where I say the first part of it, you say the second part of it.
Yeah, the thing we always do, of course.
Yeah, that's how we always do it. And I say that it's the spinner
And grabber.
and the spinner and grabber. That's what we're doing.
So I pick you up, and I grab you, and I
that's right.
spin you, and you actually grab both instruments out of the hands of the bards that are playing
That's
them.
exactly right. I grab one with my hand, the pan flute, little fucker, right? I grab that, and then I still have that thing around my ankle, right? The little the weedy like thing.
The roots?
The root? Oh, yeah.
All right, and that I fling my foot and knock the other one out.
As you do that, yes, as you grab the pan flute and you knock the ivory fiddle out of Aralel's hands, they both just immediately are like, as Aralel runs over, as she dives, like scarring up her pants, trying to catch this beautiful, precious fiddle of hers, as she kind of tucks and cradles it in her arms. Rice just stands there. What the heck? I was just having some fun. Can't a person just have some fun around here?
You challenged fighters to a fight. What do you want from us?
And we tried to leave
It
that
wasn't gonna
fight.
be a real fight. Haven't you ever been challenged to a fight where it's like, this is like a fight, like a play fight, like
No.
a fight you.
We wish. Good lord.
I grew up in a horde.
I've never seen battle. As you see, like these, as Rice just like gets red in the face. I don't. Fine. Okay. Maybe I was showing off a bit. Look, I just want to have some fun around here.
Rice,
Yeah.
I want you to look at me.
Okay.
From now on,
Yeah.
you need to say what you mean and mean what you say, okay? If you say that you want to fight, people are going to fight you, okay? If you say you want to have some fun, people maybe will buy you a beer or some wine or some, dwarven ale, God forbid.
And if you say your name is Rice, people are going to bring up the food.
Sorry.
But can I please have my flute back? I promise I will not start fights anymore, but I need my flute to compete in the competition.
I don't think you've earned your flute back yet.
Ariel, do you need a hand up?
She kind of looks down at the ground, a little ashamed that it got as far as it did. As she extends a hand and you pick her up.
I break the root off my foot. I go, Bart, Dave, god damn it. They kept telling me not to like bards, and now I know why.
As Bard Dave like sits on the picnic bench, and the Rat Queens save the day
I
again.
knock his guitar out of his hand.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Oh, you're gonna succeed this one.
That's a 7-8.
An 8. Yeah, you do kind of, you don't knock it fully out of his hands, but you kind of kick it so it kind of flies up in his hands as he catches it. Fine, I'll stop. I just was writing you guys a new song. I'm sorry. This got real fast.
You're either with us, or you're against us. We're the rat queens. You don't want to be against us.
I'm with you. I'm Rat Queen's biggest fan. I'm your bard.
Where were you a minute ago if you were a bard?
I couldn't decide from what Betty said and these cool bards. Look, I'm just...
One of them is very cool.
Being neutral is the same as doing nothing at all and being the worst.
Ulrich comes and puts his hand on Bard Dave's shoulder. She does have a point. You know, if you say what you mean, just like this other one said, if you say what you mean and you truly live by a code of rules that make you determined and make you make strong choices, that you're either for or against people, well, you'll live a very happy life. As you see, as he says this, almost like this glow comes around Bard Dave. Bard Dave kind of stands up a little straighter. Oh, you're right. I should have stuck up for the Rat Queens, and maybe I should have a little bit more confidence in my own abilities. Whoa, you're a really good bard. As an orc is like, and that's why I'm going to win this competition. As he kind of turns, I'll see you all back at the inn. As he makes his way back across town, Rice just sits there. Yep, please. Please send my pamphlet back.
Aw.
We should make him do a chore first.
I like that. A little manual labor.
What?
Help us set up this stupid stage.
What?
Do it!
What do you need?
I think he should go play a concert for the 3 other members of the planning committee. I think they would really appreciate a drop-in pop-up bard visit.
Wow, Braga, that may be your best idea.
Thank you. I'm very smart.
You in, Betty? You like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Concert. A private concert it is.
Well, I'm gonna need my flute to play a private concert.
Do you know how to sing?
No.
Then singing it is.
Yay!
Yay!
Wait, so why no one wants to hear me sing? I'm gonna, as soon as they hear that all I can do is play my grandfather's pan flute.
Oh,
like
God.
what are they gonna do? I'm gonna be
God.
Are you telling me I have to sing for the competition? I mean, I'll do it if it gets my flute back. I'm sorry. I was a little shit.
Ugh, tears.
Ugh.
Tears actually do affect me. What do you think?
It's their grandfather's flute. I feel bad.
Just.
Is your grandfather still alive?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was a good bard. I mean, he taught me everything I knew. Once my parents died and left me an orphan,
Okay.
it was my grandfather
All
that
right.
took me
All
in.
right.
Rice.
Yeah.
Don't.
Maybe it was my lack of an actual family figure that maybe it's because my
too
grandfather
much.
was farming a lot and I was left alone that
All
that
right, Rice, you're not a
Rice
storyteller.
developed a
Rice,
reality.
Rice, you're not a
Rice.
storyteller. Here.
Just buy us around at the Seder later.
Okay. Thanks for giving my flute back. I
But if
promise-
you do see the committee, feel free to play some music for them. I'm sure they'll love it.
Okay,
they wear
yeah.
they wear little insignias and stuff.
Yeah, they'll love it.
Okay, I'll do
Turquoise,
that. Yeah.
turquoise
PPC.
blazer.
Turquoise players. Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
Great. Okay, cool. Guess I'll see you guys at the festival as well. I'll be at the Black Cedar. Yeah, drinks. You know what? You're right. I will buy you all drinks.
Yay.
I'm sorry that got a little out of hand. Just trying to talk big game here.
Sounds like you learned your lesson.
You can't heal wounds with your music, can you? Since you
No,
did-
that's not my bard ability. I'm like kind of like a earthy kind of guy, like more defense, more manipulation. Yeah,
Alright.
a person.
We.
And a-
How about you, Ariel? Anything to
Great.
soothe this burn?
Aww.
She looks at her fiddle for a sec and pulls. She looks at her other arm and she rips off a piece of her clothing
Ooh.
and puts it in some water and dabs it on your cheek. How's that?
Much better, thank you.
Come on, Rice. As Ariel kind of grabs Rice by their collar and kind of starts pulling them back in the direction where Ulrich was headed, back to the Black Satyr.
Well, that was terrible.
Oh, not expected.
I thought it was
Yeah.
great.
I was real.
Yeah, you did. You did.
We cut back to Hannah, who is
I'm playing the
Who has been
pan
spared
flute.
the
you're playing. Oh,
bards.
you're playing like the
flute
flute.
that we stole from the puppet. I'm trying to figure out its magical
Ooh.
components.
Great.
I am, mind you, mildly high, so
Yes.
I'm not in the best making decisions state. But
Roll me 2d6 plus your skill.
okay. Oh gosh. Yickish. 6, 7, 8. Do you have any rolls?
We have no rerolls.
Okay, 8's not bad.
Not
An
bad.
8. You are trying to play this flute, But you're right. It's a mixture of a few notes and then a few just like air noises.
Yeah, I certainly don't know how to play an instrument, but I'm thinking that like maybe my magical powers may get me somewhere on here. I just want anyway. It's not working.
It is not working.
I like toss it
Where?
like in the corner of my bed
Oh,
where
okay.
there's like bedroom where there's like a pile of clothing.
As you toss that flute into the pile of clothing, almost immediately at the same time, you hear at your door, at your house's front door.
My house's front
Your
door.
house's front door.
Am I dressed?
I'm gonna say you're like in the robe.
Okay, great. I answer the door.
You go downstairs and answer the
Yeah.
door.
Actually, I go to Dee's door. D, get the door.
Hannah, I am not feeling it right now.
I don't care whether you're feeling it or not.
Look, if the awkwardness, I feel bad about Greg, and now I am just not feeling it. I've got a crazy, crazy migraine, and you don't want me coming out of my room with a crazy migraine because who knows who I'm going to channel.
Gods, what's up your butt?
I don't know. Why did Sawyer walk out cursing out of our house again?
I don't know what you're talking about or why you care.
Hannah, I care a lot about you, and
I'm not doing this with a door.
yeah, oh gosh,
I like get a whiff of what's going on. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry.
What? I'm burning incense to help me with my migraine. Why does everybody think this does something to my stomach? It's my head. As you hear,
Because your incense smells like shit.
Marie Gott's ass. I don't need this right now. As you hear her kind of walk off away from where the door was at the door.
It really smells bad. We should have more ground rules in this house. I go downstairs. I don't even look at the door. I flip it open. Who are you and what do you want? How tall is this person?
He is a little shorter than you.
Oh, great. Not like a
He's a dwarf.
dwarf.
What were you gonna say? Never mind.
No. I just wanted to see where my eye line was. That's all. You know, how close he was to my vagina.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Hello there. Hello there.
Oh, I already don't like you.
He immediately walks into your house with his bags.
Hey,
Yes. Hello there.
I grab the bags and try to grab him out with it.
Before you do anything, Hannah, I'm gonna need you to roll me a get sober roll just to see if you're gonna be successful at doing anything right now.
I was hoping you would forget that.
I
that was
don't forget the rules. Only 2d6
I do.
plus your heart.
Oh. No rerolls?
No
Don't
rerolls.
waste it.
Stop it. I can do what I want.
Okay.
8.
An 8.
So everything's a minus
so an
1,
8,
right?
yeah. Your next 5 rolls are a -1.
Because what the fuck? And I go to grab the bags.
great.
To whip him back out.
Roll me 2d6 plus your guts.
Because he's intruding. Even though I opened the door.
Not
What is happening to me? I mean, it's a 4, but it's still an utter fail.
Hannah, as you go
I blame Zach. I'm sorry. Keep on going.
as you go to grab this odd man's bag, you're
-1 too. So actually,
Yeah.
it's a 3.
Instead, you're just kind of like, get out of here, and you instead just end up falling straight on your face.
Ah!
Oh, well, that's no good.
How is my currently broken nose doing, or previously broken nose doing?
That's right, because you did not magically fix it. For some reason, this has snapped it back into place, but now you're bleeding profusely out of your nose.
Oh
You
God!
take 2 points of damage.
Oh fuck! All right,
Here, let me help.
don't you dare touch me, you motherfucker!
I was only offering a hand.
You're in my house. You're in my house. You
'Cause
shouldn't be.
I've got deals for you.
I don't give a flying fuck if you're a solicitor or if you're my long lost brother. I want you out of my house.
I heard that Violet lives here. Violet Blackford.
Oh, are you some sort of stalker?
No, no, I'm just another dwarf. You see, her family is very well known for their unique armor sets. I, Odd, Cyrus Odd, perhaps you've heard of me, am very well known for my unique armor sets. As he pulls out like a banana-shaped club. You see, people don't think about
Is that a
bringing
dildo?
No. Why does everyone say that?
It's a banana. And
Club.
It's
It's this
phallic.
big. I'm up here.
Do you know anything about the female anatomy?
I don't think this will fit anyone.
Enough time, enough patience, enough will. In fact,
Well, do you want to buy it?
no. But do
Well-
you want to try it?
No, I'm trying to sell it. Look, I make unique items for the battlefield. Who needs sharp swords when you can have flair and stun your enemies with oddities?
Oh God, yeah.
Odds oddities. Cyrus odds oddities. I've got a unique helmet in here. It covers the eyes. It leaves the back of the head open. You know, throw them off. Make them think you're crazy.
I'd like Cyrus.
Yes.
Cyrus.
Yes.
I'd like you to try it on for me.
What? The helmet?
Everything.
Roll me 2d6 plus, I'm gonna say guts, because you're getting sassy.
And a -1.
Bitch. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9. Would have been.
All right. With a 9,
Mm-hmm.
say, oh,
I mean, if you're a salesman, gotta show me how it works.
okay. I'll do it. I'm gonna say it. I don't know if I'm feeling it from you. Where's Violet? I want to show. Maybe she's heard. I'm sure she's heard of me. Her father certainly has. He hates my guts. Maybe she likes me because she isn't with her family anymore. I don't know. As he pulls out the helmet and puts it on his head, and you see, like, it's for some reason, like, the eye space is completely, like, it's like a visor that covers the eyes. And it just sits around the head and kind of curves in at the jaw as the back of the helmet is completely exposing the back of the head and the neck. See? I look like a crazy person. The thing you do with this is, and he takes it off and he takes like a piece of chalk out of his pocket and draws 2 eyes on it. See, now I'm even crazier looking. This is great. You really, you know what? They say that armor can really, if you wear, they say like if you wear scary armor, it intimidates someone. I say if you wear odd armor, it can throw someone off balance, perhaps make them think something else in battle, catch them off guard. That's what I'm about.
God, I mean,
A big banana club. I've got these fuzzy handcuffs.
fuzzy handcuffs.
Yes.
You say?
Yes. Put them around your enemy's feet. It's a real big laugh.
Is that all their intended use? Is
I mean,
for?
you can put 2 things together and you can lock it right up with this little key.
Can I see this?
Oh, sure.
Great. And I grab the handcuffs and I clink one onto his hand and one onto my wrist. And take the key from him.
As you see, they can work. They do work very well.
I'd like to see if I can he's probably really too.
What are you trying to do?
I grab the chain and bring him closer. Like make out closer.
Roll me 2d6 plus your guts.
Mother of God. God. I'm gonna succeed this one.
With a -1.
Hold on. Guts is 2, 9, 10, 11, 10.
Somehow, Hannah, you are able to hold these handcuffs off without them breaking.
So stuff isn't that good.
Well, just it's handcuffs. As you pull up the handcuffs close, and he, yep,
Cyrus,
they work.
do you want to make a deal with me? I mean, you smell like fish and shoe polish, but
You see, I already told you that whatever you were doing earlier was not working on me.
I know, but once you go elven mage, you never turn the page.
I am a married man. My husband would be very upset.
Oh,
Yes.
wrong tree.
Yes.
Bark it, not bit.
Well, I mean, well, you didn't even. I didn't say anything about my sexual orientation. I just said that I'm in a committed relationship
With a husband?
Yes.
That would be you not wanting that. I thought you were
I'm bi.
Oh, great. Do you want to fuck?
No, I'm in a committed relationship.
No, that's going to end sooner or later, or he's going to die. So why not live now?
I'm leaving as he starts. He drags you with him as the key flies out of your hands. As he starts to pack up his stuff, Hannah,
Cyrus,
you're being thrown back and forth.
Cyrus, please don't leave.
No, I came here to see Violet. I did not come here to be insulted.
Well,
and then
you see,
and then-
Violet, you were the one. Everyone leaves me, Cyrus. I'm just so alone. Please, Cyrus.
What? I don't even know what you want from me right now.
Just to forget. Just
I would love to forget all of this.
Cyrus.
What?
Get the fuck out of my house. And I magically undo the handcuffs and magically open the door and kick him out.
You gotta roll me 2d6 plus your skill.
How many rolls has it been?
You have 2 left.
Oh, Lord. It's a 1.
As
There's
you,
a reroll.
there is one reroll.
I'd like it.
We're gonna need more.
I'm the only one that's rolling snake eyes.
You need die.
Guts or what? Skill? It's still
Skill.
better than it's not. It's 5. It was always gonna be a fail. It was never gonna be anything else.
You're drunk.
Hannah,
It's fine.
as you kind of raise your hand to use your magic to break these cuffs, instead what you do is quite the opposite. You instead reinforce them so hard that the hole where the key goes magically disappears.
Are these some sort of trick cuffs?
No, I think you're just a really bad sorceress.
You take that back, you short son of a bitch.
Well, it looks like we're 2 peas in a pod stuck together, doesn't it?
I don't like you at all.
I don't like you either, but this is the situation we're in now because you did this.
You walked into a house without being invited.
I'm a salesman. I'm trying to do a pitch.
to the person that's not here.
Well, I did not know that Violet was not here.
Do you see her? Do your eyes work? Or should you put on that stupid helmet with your white chalk eyes?
There's a second floor to this house I saw from the outside.
I hate you.
I hate you too.
I hate all men.
Why?
Because they all leave in the end.
Do you need a hug or something?
I hate you. You smell like foul fish.
Well, great. You're going to have to get used to it because we're going back into town as he picks up his bag.
No.
And you're being dragged behind him
I'm just in a robe. I'm not going with you.
as you head back into town. As we see Hannah being dragged by Cyrus Odd. We see upstairs
Odd.
suddenly
Oh,
Dee,
God, Dee's been ill.
Dee pokes her head out of her door. Hannah, can you go to the store for me, please?
Oh, Dee.
I really need some peppermint right now. Please, Hannah. I'm sorry about what I said. just please. I really need help. Hannah, and that is where we are going to take our intermission.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
stay tuned. We'll be right back. You don't want to miss what happens next. Also, we have another poll coming up after this intermission. So enjoy these videos, and we'll see you real soon.
Wow.
Hello, and welcome to Kolak, America's heart. Life is generally easy in Kolak. The spirit of our small town is built around enjoying life, despite our technological empire. Kolak is like Paris. Art, music, and treasures of life are not just incidental. They are central to the spirit of our little town. This is a special gift for visitors and those who live in our vast green valley. Kolak's natural beauty can be thanked to the peaks that tower over us in our four corners, shielding us from the elements. Spend the day at Crater Lake, fed by the ever-flowing Riley River, America's heart. Enjoy our historic Main Street, or take a tour of our world-famous Shepherd's Winery, my favorite. Kolak prides itself in being a world leader in renewable energy and advanced medicine, all thanks to our most famous attraction, Synchroneity Tech. Many new families find their home in Kolak. Brought in to fill one of the country's most exciting genetic research facilities, many open roles. Science is at the very soul of Kolak, unlike anywhere else in the world. Gated by nature itself. You found yourself back at the start.
Hi guys, this is Malika, and I want to tell you about an awesome new Chrome/Firefox extension. It's called Retail Me Not Genie, and it automatically searches for coupon codes and cashback deals while you shop online. Best of all, it's free! All you gotta do is follow the link. It only takes 30 seconds to install. Now, whenever you shop online, Retail Me Not Genie will notify you if there's a coupon code or a cashback deal that will save you money. Again, this only works for the people in the United States who use Chrome or Firefox when you shop online. Now support this awesome live stream and save yourself some money.
This is not a new story. This is merely another chapter of an endless strife. A tale of blood that's been spilling for millennia. In a fringe galactic arm, centuries-long warp storms cease, making its resource-rich planets traversable again and ripe for conquest. The Imperium of Man launch a crusade to reclaim old human colonies established before the storms began. The ruinous powers, knowing of the weakened warp, flood the quadrant, seeking to plague every corner with chaos. The Tau and the Eldari form a temporary alliance to rid the Imperium and the ruinous powers from the untainted galaxy. And the orcs, drawn to the smell of blooded riches, seek glory through the crucible of battle. The race to control the system begins. This is not a new story, but it is our story. Welcome to the grim, dark dawn.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Rat Queens RPG here on Hyper RPG. Thank you all so much to everyone who has contributed so far and to everyone who has voted in our polls. I'm so excited to see what you choose next. Just a refresher, this entire channel, this entire show happens because of amazing people like you, people who tweet about the show, people who love this show, people who love this channel, and people who tip and support this channel. So thank you so much. We're going to just go over one more time how you can influence the show, because I believe we're only $50 away from a tension, and this tension could be real good, y'all.
Man.
So at $25, hashtag reroll, give us a reroll. They might need it. At $50, you hashtag Violet, hashtag Braga, hashtag Hannah, or hashtag Betty for some good baggage. Only need 3 more baggage for another tension, so we could have 2 tensions back to back. I have an idea for what that could be. Then at $75, hashtag combo. You gave us a combo already. I'd love to see another one and see what other kind of trouble and fun you can create. And then finally, at $100, hashtag NPC. Thank you so much for the NPCs you've created so far. Who knows who we're going to meet next?
I'd really like some rerolls, but that's just me. Because for all my poor decision making, but I appreciate everything that's been happening.
But thank you for the rerolls we had already had.
Seriously.
Thank you to everyone who's supported so far. If you're listening on our podcast form, or if you're watching us on YouTube, and you really like what you're seeing, and you're digging it, and you're putting up, you're liking what we're putting down, you're putting up what we're putting down, why not give Hyper RPG a little follow on social media and on Twitch? We would super duper appreciate it. I'm loving having you all here, and let's get this story a-going. The 3 of you standing outside of the Palisades Planning Committee warehouse as Aveline opens the giant warehouse doors and rolls out a very medium-sized kind of wheelbarrow just of stuff. It was not the wagon of mead that you had to escort back to Palisades from the Mustang Meadery. It's a simple, good-sized wagon that's filled with rope markers and little flags and little ground stickies here and there. Oh, where did the bards go?
The Black Satyr.
Great! Are they still in good spirits? They just wanted to refresh themselves, have a good drink.
Basically that.
Yeah, nothing happened.
I trust you, as she wheels out the wheelbarrow. Now, yes, perhaps we could go and start this. We could go to the grounds, but I have this feeling that I need to go get something else in town. I'm just gonna sit on this bench over here where those bards were earlier, and I'm just gonna pull out my Palisades Planning Committee planner, and I'm gonna consult on what my next to-do list is, as she flips open this little bitty notebook and files through it, and is mumbling to herself, clearly in her own little world.
I stand over her shoulder and stare at her pages as she flips by, trying to memorize all the pages.
Roll me 2d6 plus, I'm gonna say canny. Some quick thinkins.
That is a 12.
Ooh.
A 12. So yes, Betty, as you see Aveline kind of flip through these pages, yes, it's almost like you're seeing all the writings flash up in front of your eyes and around your head as you're downloading essentially everything that you're seeing. You're seeing that she's written down all of the guests that are attending the festival, all the events that are happening, the times, the VIP sections, all of the needed paperwork that needs to be done. And she's written down, she has like a little section you see as she flips through it. It says like Rat Queens, question mark, and then below it in a different kind of color of ink, it says Rat Queens, exclamation mark with a smiley face next to it.
We're so happy to be helping you with this festival. I mean, yeah, we want to piss off those mean guys, but you're all right. And we don't want to burn this town down every time we fight. It just happens. And I don't know. I'm starting to feel a little guilty about that.
Oh, were you looking at my notebook?
Huh? Nope.
I get it. Sometimes I feel inspired to share truths as well. Yes, I all those silly old small-minded people with their traditions and their society rules. Well, that's just silly on my part. I thought you all did a good job. I mean, who knows what would have happened if you did not step in and save us? I mean, the tentacles would have still been in the sky. And they seem to forget that. They just seem to look at all of the damage that it caused and not acknowledge the true problem, and that the true problem itself was stopped. I wish...
We agree.
We do agree. Thank you very much for your support.
I wish I was like you all. I wish I could stand up to them. I wish I could stand up to Civiline and her dumb face and just give her a what to and a know-how.
You can do that.
We'll back you up.
Oh, we would happily back you up. I mean, if this is what you want, I mean, they aren't good friends. They aren't good people. They can't be good for the town. I can't think what they're good for. So if you want, we'll support you.
Yeah, when Hannah is done banging and Dee is done pooping, they will help you as well. We'll all just, as a group, we'll do it.
Touche.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
They have magic.
I guess I'm just. I want so badly to speak my mind and to be heard. I'm terrified of what the repercussions will be. I know it's the right thing to do. I know it's the right thing to stand up for what I believe in, but fear is a very powerful magic that seems to take control of me sometimes, and well, yes, maybe I take small steps towards being confident in myself and truly speaking my mind.
Great.
Yeah, and don't be afraid. If you make a mistake, we're your friends. We'll help you too.
Really?
And speaking of helping you, where would you like this wagon taken?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, well, let's go to the marketplace in town. I believe I have a few more things possibly to get there. Yes, I think so. Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained today. I thought I was having other people help me out with my errands. Here, maybe my mind will clear up on the way. Here, let's go.
Okay.
As we cut to Hannah in a robe, now being dragged as it gets like dirtier through like the mud. Hannah, are you trying at least to try and stand up and walk alongside Cyrus now?
Is he slowing down to the point where I'll be able to do that?
Yes.
Well, okay, then I'd like to try. I mean, I'm clasping at my robe. Not that I really have much. What's the word looking for? Modesty. But like, this is not a position I thought I was going to put myself into willingly. So I'm clasping at my robe as I'm like trying to like scrabble and like get to the at least on my knees, a stand.
I'm gonna say yeah. You can like you're gonna try and just kind of catch up with him and stand up.
Hey, yeah, stop!
Right. I'm stopped as he stops.
This is inhumane. You dragged me out of my house. I'm in a robe. You try to sell me things I don't want that are poor quality. Poor quality. Poor quality. You might as well be a sex salesman. These are sex toys.
These are not sex toys.
They are sex toys. These are
not sex
They
toys.
are. They are. You would have more luck. You would make more sales. You would have actually charmed me as a potential buyer if you led with the fact that they were sex toys, because they are. Clearly you repurposed these poor things or built them and was ashamed of yourself. So that's why you just are afraid to say you're kinky. You know, you're bi, so you are, I don't know, a kinky, or maybe I'm making an assumption here.
I am more insulted by the fact that you think that my materials are poor quality.
Okay, great. I just wanted to know where I landed on the offense meter.
And then comes my sexuality and,
I got it.
my likes and dislikes in the bedroom.
You put me in a position.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is it a sexual position? Are you gonna make fun of
You're
this
a freak.
now?
You're a freak. I know
know.
it. I know a freak when I see one.
No,
You're
I'm
a fucking freak.
I'm simply playing on the innuendos that you have now stated.
If I didn't hate you, I'd hate you more.
I hate you.
I hate you.
He dodges it.
Good. I really regret that I did that.
Well, I have to go sell these in town. My very poor quality sex toys.
How do you imagine you're going to get anyone to buy anything with an errant rat queen on your arm? We need to undo this. You need to let me do my magic and get us the fuck out of this, so I can never see your stupid face again.
He looks at you for a sec. And then you see this smile grow across his face.
What? You look creepy. You look uglier.
That's right. That's right. You're the rat queens. You're a rat queen. Who better to sell my things than a rat queen?
I'm not
as he
selling shit.
drags your arm towards town.
No!
As we all congeal, Betty, Violet, and Braga, all walking with Aveline and her wheelbarrow, approaching the marketplace of Palisades, where there's food vendors, free sample trays litter several different shops, materials being sold, goods and services being exchanged. Yes, all right. Just a few things off the checklist. Yes, and then we will be good to go. Hopefully that these individuals they owe me a debt of a service, and so hopefully I can take them up on that, and that way I can get our free materials for the festival.
Ooh.
And-
Sounds great.
Betty, all of a sudden, your smidgen ears perk up as you hear the grunts and the unhappy wails of Hannah as you look over and see this dwarven man just, like, really now, at first he was kind of pissed off. Now he's like, God, he is moving with a purpose, got a good idea in his mind, as you see Hannah kind of trailing behind him, trying to catch up with him.
I'm going to tell everyone that you farted all over these things. I'm not going to help you.
Hey guys, I found Hannah.
Who's her dom?
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. This is your fault. This is your fault.
Hey, should I go find Sawyer?
If you say his name one more time, I grab her and lift her up. Don't say his name, or I'll make sure you end up in a worse position.
Whoa, what's gotten into you? Some, have a little banana problems? I don't know, I'm just guessing.
Yeah, there's a lot happening down there.
Do you know who this person is?
Of course I know who this person is. Everybody does. Oh my god.
I'd like you to clear something up for me.
Violet, it's you.
Oh,
Cyrus Odd, yes, your
Cyrus
father
Odd.
knows me.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get your opinion on the quality, the dwarven quality of Odd's oddities. I have worked night and day to make this armor and weapons
Sex fuckery.
as good as possible, disarming in battle. That's my aim. So, what do you think of them?
Oh, my goodness, I'm so speechless. I can't believe that you know what, I always used to think that your armor was innovative.
Oh! Do you all hear that? Does everyone in Palisades hear the good news? Violet Blackforge, daughter of the Blackforges.
Before he finishes that sentence, I'd like to trip him.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Oh, Lord. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, -1 still?
Yes, it's your last one.
6.
A 6. That's a fail.
I know. Wait, Are there rerolls?
There's 3, but I'm not going to let you use them because we did reach 500 and I get to make a group tension move. So, Hannah, as you attempt to trip Cyrus Odd, making a bold proclamation, he continues his proclamative shout to the marketplace of Palisades about how Violet Blackforge has supported and approved of his goods. You try to trip him, but you end up kicking his bag incredibly hard.
Oh no.
And suddenly, this black piece of, like, chest armor rolls out. And when it does, Cyrus looks over. He immediately stops what he's saying. Looks over. Where's that key?
I dropped it.
Where?
It's probably back at my house.
Shit!
It's not gonna work anyway. It's melded over.
As you see this black kind of chainmail chest armor piece starts to rattle, and it starts to raise up in the air as you see this kind of green smoke form around it. And suddenly, out of this kind of bag, this magical bag of holding, you see 2 leg plates shoot out with their shoes attached. And then you see one arm shoot out and magically attached to the chest piece. And on it is a sword. And the other one pops out, and unattached it is a flail. As the helmet that you made fun of earlier suddenly rattles and shoots up. And you see the eyes, the chalk eyes, staring at you as this enchanted piece of armor is now standing in your way.
Is this a sex doll?
And as soon as he starts to explain it, the flail from this necrotic enchanted armor smacks Cyrus Odd across the face. As he lands face down on the ground, you could hear his jaw kind of pop a little bit as the flail hit him. And now this necrotic enchanted armor stares at you, Hannah. Oh, and by the way, you went with him because you're attached. So you take 2 points of damage.
God damn it, this motherfucker has ruined my already shitty piece of shit day.
The crowd that was once in the Palisades marketplace starts to scream in terror as the flail continues to fly around, knocking off bottles and fruit from stalls. Aveline quickly running to her wheelbarrow, trying to protect it. Please don't let anything else happen to my festival, she pleads in her mind as she watches you all stand in front of this armor, and she kind of ducks out of the way, yet trying to watch to see what happens next.
Okay.
I get stabby immediately.
You get stabby?
Yeah, Braga is leaping into protection mode, so.
Great. Roll me 2d6 plus your guts.
All right.
We do have 3 rerolls. Thank you so much for the
Thank you.
rerolls.
Thank you.
Thank you for not letting me use it.
Oh, that's
no.
only
I
gonna
got to
be
make a
that's
move.
gonna be a that's a 7.
We need a reroll, I think.
Actually, that's an 8.
Oh, an 8.
But I should still reroll.
Okay,
right, for
Okay,
an 8,
reroll? Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, down to 2.
All right, we're all
That's
dead.
actually worse. So yeah, that's a 7 now.
Go do it. Go
You
do
get
it
to use
again.
it.
Do again? Use
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Okay.
It's not worse. It's the same.
Down
But
to
Yeah.
one
What was the 8? Now it's a
reroll.
7. Yeah. So that's also going to be a 7.
Cool.
Great.
Boy, this is a tough game.
It is tough.
It's Dungeon World, ladies and jelly beans. Yes.
jelly beans.
Yes. As you try to get stabby, as you try to, what are you using? Your sword or your axe?
My axe.
You take your axe up in the air. Suddenly, the helmet meets your eyes,
Ooh.
sensing your attack as it raises up its right sword arm to kind of meet your axe as they are in a kind of a trial of combat.
Okay.
Pushing against each other, you're kind of stuck there for the moment.
While its head is turned, I want to take my sword and I want to try to jam it in between like the this part. You know what I mean, of the helmet?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to do.
Great.
Okay.
Roll me 2d6 plus your guts.
Sorry.
You want to roll it, you want to stab it in kind of the eye
Yes,
visor.
the eye visor.
The covering eye visor with the drawn chalk eyes.
Ooh, all right, that is
Oh.
plus guts. That's a 13.
Yay!
So yes, Violet, as you take your sword and you kind of shove it into this necrotic enchanted armor, you do see, because it is like enchanted, it is magic that is possessing this armor, so there is really nothing physically there. However, with your stab, you are able to pop the helmet off as this kind of green energy, then just kind of like the smoky cloud, just instead of consuming and taking the form and the shape of the helmet, is now just kind of escaping a little bit.
As I am regaining my stance, I'd like to summon my necrotitis powers and like blow wind to push the dispel the green smoke.
Push some wind. Okay.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
summon some wind power.
Some wind
Gale
power.
force wind,
Yes. Roll me 2d6 plus your skill.
which I don't have. Yeah. And I'm done with the negative.
Yeah, you're down with the negatives.
Yeah, because this has sobered
You're
me
fully
up.
sober.
Yay.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
Ooh.
Necrius Windfalius.
As you summon this kind of this gale gust of wind, you see as like the necrotic possessed armor pushes back against it, trying to move a little towards you, as still some of the green energy seems to be seeping away.
I'm going to run over to the wheelbarrow and save the items in there and push it away from the battle.
Push the wheelbarrow and Aveline away?
Yes.
Great. Roll me 2d6 plus
Good luck.
canny. Oh, quick thinking. Saving.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. I'm gonna give you a hard choice.
Okay.
You can either save the wheelbarrow or you can save Aveline.
Aveline.
So yes, as you run over, Betty, how do you save Aveline?
Aveline, watch out! I mean, I know you need this wheelbarrow, but it's not that important compared to your life. I grab her by the hands and I throw her behind a crate to avoid damage.
You throw her behind the crate just in time because as Hannah casted this wind spell, it pushed the armor back a little ways, and as the armor kind of steadies its feet again, it swings. And you were kind of pushed out of the way too. You were locked in combat, but the gale wind kind of pushed everything out of the way, as did the head knocking. But unfortunately, as this armor kind of regains its footing, still trying to proceed, go through with the nefarious deeds, its flail arm kind of flings backwards and knocks just a wheel off the wheelbarrow as it kind of falls over and some of the items start to fall out. Suddenly, Hannah, Cyrus makes eye contact with you.
Don't you look at me, you freak now. Now's not the time.
Look,
to
I know
sex.
we have our differences and shit. Look, I'm a businessman and I have a proposition for you.
Spit it out.
What do you say you and I work together? I mean, we're tied together. Why not use this in some kind of a combo move? And that you and I, perhaps you can throw me, or I can throw you, or we try to knock him.
I couldn't want to work with you less.
You have to.
All right. Fine.
You've got to do this, Hannah.
All right. I grab him by the hands and I start running. And I'm like, all right.
Wait, what's the plan? I don't think I was told anything.
So we run side by side.
Oh, no.
and we like Red Rover chain him, like to like wrap around and like maybe like snap at like the chest, like the torso.
Great. As you Red Rover him, you see that suddenly the magic that you infused with these handcuffs suddenly starts to make the chain between the two of them longer.
Woo!
It's almost if you two working together somehow makes them stronger.
Don't tell me that.
As you two, Red Rover and wrap the chain around it, you pulling on one side, Cyrus on, pulling on the other.
Try not to be so excited. This is just what.
Sorry, can't help myself. As you pull, and you see the necrotic armor start to kind of shake a little bit, when suddenly its legs go off in one direction and its chest piece goes off in the other direction. The legs kind of turning around start running towards you, Hannah, while the chest piece that is still hovering there, not doing so good. They were powerful, more connected to each other. The chest piece that was now that's now kind of feeling some damage starts to wave both sword arm and flail arm at you, Violet and Braga.
Is it floating?
It's floating.
I want to stab it to like shoot it up to just like bop it out of this world. Yeah,
Knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
Roll me 2d6 plus your
out of this
guts.
Bop it.
Do you have 2 rerolls? Thank you for the rerolls.
Thank you, great, because that was a 9.
That's good.
Okay with that?
What's your guts?
Yeah, it's a 3 plus
gotcha.
1.
Okay.
Yeah, with a 9, you are able to knock it pretty hard. You don't knock it out of the park per se, but instead what you do see as you knock it, you see a glimmer of some kind of green gemstone from the inside of the chest plate. As the sword arm unfortunately does kind of swipe at you as you are very close to it, and you take a nice hit with 4 points of damage.
Wow.
Do I also see that gemstone when she does that?
You do not.
Okay. Then I am going for the flail arm.
The
I'm
flail
going
arm.
right for the joints on the armor that holds the arm to the armor.
Shoulder to
Yeah.
the shoulder to the cuff. Roll me 2d6 plus your guts.
Okay. All right, that is going to be a 10.
Ooh.
Great.
Wow.
So yeah, Braga with your axe.
Yay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I'm axing and ready to go.
Yeah, with your axe, you just kind of line it up so perfectly. You cleave this magical arm off of this magical chest piece. And the arm kind of flails up in the air for a bit. The flail flails as it falls to the ground, squashing, unfortunately, some of the apples that were in Aveline's wheelbarrow. As you hear the clank, 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 clang of the piece of armor falling to the ground. The chest piece now kind of hovering, kind of almost like it looks like it's in a drunken state, moving back and forth, unsteady and uneven, while the legs run towards you and try to kick you. What do you want to do?
Try to kick me?
Yes.
I'd like to use its. I'm gonna use its force of kicking me and like grab its foot and like pull it out from under itself.
Great. Roll me 2d6 plus canny. Plus your canny.
Woo! Woo! 11! 11!
So yes, with this 11, yes, as its legs are trying to as one of it is its left leg kind of picks itself up in the air, aiming right towards you. Yeah, you kind of
swoop behind it as it lifts up to kick in the back.
Oh, in the back.
Well, you know how if you're kicking, you go to swing.
Yeah.
So I use its centrifugal force to grab the back of the leg and
you grab this back of this chainmail leg, and with the force remaining, you pull it down on the other leg.
Yeah.
As you slam these two legs together, this horrible metal clang and just shatter happens as the left leg is now permanently dented and falls to the ground, and the right leg twitches as the last of the green smoke leaves.
I look to
the legs.
Cyrus. Does this thing have genitals? Because if it's a sex doll, it might have something like that. Just curious.
It's not a sex doll! Look! Before I dealt with oddities, I enchanted necrotic armor. It wasn't very good. You know what? I had a change of heart, a change of professions. I didn't want to do the bad stuff anymore. Bad magic is bad juju. I wanted to create good stuff, good quality things, not.
So why'd you bring this with you?
You know what? I can't trust it on its own. I have to always keep it with me just to keep it in check. But then you kicked it out of my bag.
You're a really bad salesman and a bad spellcaster and probably just a bad person in general.
You want these things to come off? Keep insulting
Well,
me.
I'm just gonna magic them off. And I'd like to try and magic it off.
Great. Roll me 2d6 plus your skill.
Gonna use those rerolls until they don't stop. How many do we have?
We have 2.
Okay, so I'm gonna use 1. That's 6. That's 8. And oh shit, you guys, it's worth it to me. Yay! 11. I wanted it. I want this shit.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
Thank you.
Hannah, as you close one eye, you kind of line up your hands, focusing on where the keyhole on the handcuffs used to be, as you send a pinprick, a very thin line of powerful magic energy into it. And similar, all of a sudden, through your magic, a beautiful keyhole light appears as you hear this kind of click.
Evocar unlocke. And then I take it up to his face and also create a keyhole on his face. Just for fun.
With the same spell?
Yes.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because you suck.
You were supposed to learn a lesson, I think.
Thanks, bye! And I run towards the chest piece.
The chest piece, great.
I want to use some rope that I found in the wagon and try to tie up the torso to something heavy to try to keep it down.
I'm going to say you didn't find rope in the wagon. What you did find, though, was a string of, little flags. So, a big roll of, little flags. So.
Sorry, Evelyn, I need these!
So you're trying to wrap him up? Mm-hmm. Great, roll me 2d6. I'm going to say plus guts, because it's kind of a melee.
Boop. Boop.
Ooh. Sorry, I used all those rerolls.
That's all. You used all the rerolls?
I think I did.
Do we have any
We
more?
have 1 left.
Yes. I'm gonna use it. That was a 3.
All right.
6, 7, 8, 9. That's a 9.
Good job. Is anyone else hearing?
Yes.
Okay.
So with a 9, yes, you are able to. Yeah, you take the flags. Are you tying them off at one point?
I want to tie them to something sturdy and to one end, and then the other end to wrap around the guy to try to keep him stable to get attacked more.
You see that the
easily.
closest stall to you is incredibly got these very sturdy beams. It's like a permanent stall. It's not kind of a pop-up stall. It's a permanent stall with steady beams that are keeping its wooden roof intact. As you wrap the little line of mini flags around the leftmost sturdiest pole, and you start to run around the enchanted chess piece, just kind of like throwing around and around and around.
Take that! Ah! Guys, take this thing out! Jesus Christ!
So Betty, with that, you are able to keep it in place, giving an advantage to the next attack. However, you start to see, Betty, only you start to see that the kind of the line holding all the flags together is starting to be like pulled really, really tightly, and that it might break, perhaps.
Oh no!
All right, who would like to go next?
Yeah, I just wanna. You're holding it in place, right? I just want to stab it again.
Great, roll me 2d6. Also, you get a +1 because Betty lined that one up real nice.
Yay.
Oh no, no more rerolls.
Oh, no more rerolls.
Y'all, that was a 4. 5, really.
All right. Still bad.
So,
Braga.
Violet, as you try to line
no.
this one up, suddenly
Oh no.
the chess piece starts
Wait, did you say that we get advantage on the next attack?
it was a +1?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All good. No, I get it. As you start to, suddenly the chess piece starts to vibrate.
No.
And the green kind of stone you see on the inside of the plate starts to turn a red as more red smoke starts to pillow out. And all of a sudden, you see on the ground, suddenly the flail arm starts flailing again as it gets sucked up back onto the chess piece. And the helmet starts rattling and gets sucked back up onto the chess piece. And the little line of flags breaks in half as this chess piece is now rattling furiously with red smoke and necrotic energy.
I get stabby again. I come down from like top down. I try to like split it down the middle. That's what I'm doing now.
Right down the middle.
As soon as the red magic starts to happen, I start moving. So while it's happening, I'm like, ah!
Great, roll me 2d6 plus your guts.
Yeah.
We made
That's
it
yours,
work
sorry.
again.
Yeah, we're not good at this.
Oh god.
Okay, that's gonna be a 7.
A 7. So with a 7, Braga, as you take down your axe furiously on this enchanted piece of armor, what you do manage to do is you manage to split the helmet in half as it kind of, like an orange, peels off into 2 slices and falls to the ground as the green smoke when you knocked the helmet off earlier just kind of slowly dissipated back into the air. The red smoke does not seem to do that. The red smoke seems to kind of snake its way still around the armor, now escaping, trying to feed its way back into the armor as it raises both hands and comes down right towards you. Violet, what do you want to do?
I want to I would like to use the momentum of that. I'd like to take my axe and the handle of it and try to like roll backwards.
Oh, great. And I'm picking up the momentum of the
Yes.
armor and tumbling it with you.
Yes.
Great. I'm going to say that's defying danger. And I'm going to say, roll me 2d6 plus, I'm going to say, let me see.
Skill. It's probably
I'm gonna say
skillful.
Skill. It's very skillful. That's your training right there.
Okay, great. That is an 11.
Great.
Nice.
With an 11, yes, you do exactly that. You use your axe to kind of create this brace as the sword comes down, and kind of the hilt of the sword catches the brace of your axe in the most perfect moment as you kind of throw your body weight backwards, and the enchanted red smoking armor tumbles over you and clatters onto the marketplace ground. The sword arm flies off due to the impact, and the flail arm just kind of lays there as now the inside of the chess piece, you can see the red gem glowing and pulsating, is now very prone.
I'm sick and tired of this stupid bullshit and everyone thinking they can fucking summon necromancy spells, and I'd like to suck this smoke into the hell-destined place it came from. By summoning my demon.
Roll me 2d6 plus your heart.
Thanks.
Oh God. Reroll? Is there one?
No.
No. Oh no.
That's a 2.
Hannah, you suddenly see the world around you disappear. Betty, Violet, and Braga, you see Hannah's eyes roll in the back of their head as these entirely black eyes replace them.
Oh shit.
You see her move towards this armor, reaching a hand out and just grabbing the gemstone, picking it up in her hand, and crushing it as like the little dust of this red gemstone fall to the ground next to her. And then she turns towards our good friend Odd, Cyrus Odd,
Oh God.
and starts to make a beeline towards him. Rat Queens, what do you want to do?
We gotta knock her out. We have
Yeah.
to knock her out. We gotta knock her in the head a little bit. Just knock her out.
Great.
Okie dokie.
Who wants to do this?
I want to run as fast as I can towards Hannah to jump up on her back and hit her in the back of the head with the back of my dagger.
And I'll help her by moving between Hannah and Cyrus to kind of be protecting Cyrus. So like distracting Hannah while she does that.
Great. Roll me 2d6 plus your Betty bond.
Yes.
Yay!
Ooh. Okay, that is gonna be an 8.
An 8. So with an 8, you get a +1.
Okay.
And Braga, unfortunately, as you step in front of Hannah, what do you do?
I move and I energy push her out of the way.
As you kind of push Braga out of the way, Braga, you are withstanding it for a little bit, trying to, as Cyrus kind of sees this and is trying to scramble to his feet, not knowing if he should save his own life or collect his own goods, as he quickly tries to throw things into his bag. Betty, what do you want to do? Betty, you want to jump on her back?
I'm trying
Great.
to knock Hannah out.
Roll me 2d6 plus, I'm going to say, guts.
Guts.
Success is taking some guts. We do have one reroll. Thank you.
Oh
reroll.
God! Thank you. Maybe use it.
Yeah, that's only a 6 total. Okay,
Here,
use
use that
Thank you so
reroll.
much for the reroll.
It's coming in it goeth.
Oh gosh. Go for it, Boggin. That is a 8. 8?
An 8. With an 8, Betty, you are able to climb on top of Hannah's back. However, she senses you and she starts trying to throw you off. You are unable to kind of hit her.
I'd like all of my body is becoming hotter, so where I'm holding and trying to push Braga and where Betty is, it's almost like too hot to touch.
I'm gonna say roll me 2d6 plus your skill.
It's just my demon. It's not me.
I know, I'm gonna see if your demon, though, is really
Great.
good at making your body hot. And just how much it hurts you.
Oh God. I'm just saying this is what's happening. 7?
A 7. With a 7, yes, your body is reaching a good solid temperature as your skin is starting to be a little warm, a little hot to the touch. Not hot enough to jump off of, but a little hot to the touch as unfortunately Hannah take 1 point of damage.
So is she a little dazed at all? Is Hannah a little dazed at all?
Hannah's
Nothing.
Not there.
She's not really phased
Okay.
by anything yet.
I want to run full speed to her, jump, and just kick her in the face. I need to kick her, knock her out.
Roll me 2d6 plus your guts.
Jesus.
Sorry, babe.
I'm still on her back. Don't kick me, please.
Oh God. Okay, that's an. Is it plus anything? Plus.
I'm gonna say guts, yeah.
Okay, that's a 9.
It's a 9.
Oh no, that's Math is so hard. 8, 9. Yep, 9.
With a 9, yes. So with a 9, yes, you're able to run up and you are able to kick her and kind of knock her back a little bit, but you aren't able to kind of knock her too. As you take a little bit of damage.
Bad.
So yeah, you take 2 points of damage from the sheer heat and kind of the force of her face or her body that you just kicked.
I'm gonna use my axe as like a trip club. Like I'm gonna try to trip Hannah, distract, to kind of knock her out of what's happening.
Great. Roll me 2d6
So
plus your...
not the blade part, but the blunt end to knock her over.
Let's say roll me 2d6 plus your skill.
I do want to add while this is happening that my robe is open and I'm hot, but sexy hot and hot. Just for the image.
Good detail. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I look forward to
important
I look
information.
forward to the fan art.
Ooh. Okay, so that is an 8 plus 1, so that's a 9.
So with a 9, yes, Braga, you are able to kind of brace her, and you're able to kind of trip her a little bit. However, as Hannah falls to the ground, it does not knock her to. When suddenly, Cyrus Odd feels himself being picked up by something. And you see standing behind him is a 6-foot-tall, voluminous man with a braided beard and a huge, voluminous frame. As he picks up Cyrus and kind of holds him and on his shoulder a little bit, being like, "Don't worry, this is what real heroes are for." As he quickly takes Cyrus and kind of runs with him and gets him to safety.
I'd like to fly after them. I mean, I can't help it. My demon's like done for.
Roll me 2d6 plus, I'm gonna say skill.
9.
A 9. With a 9, Hannah, you are able to get yourself up off the ground a little bit and a little in the air, but you're not able to fly. You kind of
I'm hovering.
You're levitating off the ground slightly.
I want to try to throw one of my sleeping mushrooms in her mouth from where I'm standing.
Great idea.
2d6 with skill.
It's a 7.
So with a 7, Betty, as you kind of line up this mushroom, unfortunately, it flies. Yeah, she turns her head and it flies away. But Betty, you suddenly see out of the corner of your eye, Aveline Ibid popping out of her kind of hiding space, having watched you just kind of throw this. She picks up the mushroom. She looks at you and says, "All right, I guess I'm doing this," as she runs towards Hannah and she shoves the mushroom into Hannah's mouth. Hannah, as your mouth comes down, you kind of bite Aveline's hand a little bit because it kind of draws a little bit of blood. But you do eat this sleeping mushroom as you feel the demon kind of losing its grip on you, as you feel yourself drift up into a very, very heavy sleep.
I'll see you later.
Oh, get it, Aveline! That was awesome!
Oh, my dear sweet Lord of Light.
Yeah.
Yes, good hand high five. Oh, what happened? I don't think I saw that when the siege of Palisades happened.
Oh, it's like a whole thing. She's fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, I guess we should get my things and we should. Oh, and you see her start to kind of like faint when suddenly the 6-foot-tall mysterious man reappears in the perfect moment to catch Aveline as she falls backwards into one of his large arms.
Wow.
Hello. Are you all right, miss? Yes. He sets her kind of on the ground gently. Please, can someone fetch us some water?
I'm passed out.
You're passed out.
Grab my water flask. Here.
Thank you. I'm just going to give her some. Here you are. As he gives some water to Aveline.
Who are you?
Who am I? Well, my name is Dermon Rains. I'm here accompanying my good friend here. Perhaps you've heard of him, Veldrin the artist. Yes, he's a good friend of mine.
Oh yeah, the artist.
Why?
Betty,
why?
is your eye okay?
This is how people wink, right?
I don't what's happening.
Yeah, I don't. He's an artist, right?
Why do you wink? Why is she winking?
It's been really stressful this
She does
past
a lot of
few
drugs.
minutes. Yeah.
Listen, I'm just happy because I'm sorry. My voice is coming in. I'm very happy because I've come and saved you all. I have saved the day. I've helped this
I mean, you
dwarven
helped
man.
a
I mean,
little.
your friend here was clearly turning into a demon.
Yeah, but all you did
But
was
you didn't stop that. Aveline.
Aveline,
stopped
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
If
Being a
anyone's a
hero.
hero, it's Aveline. Aveline's the hero.
Aveline's a hero. She got the kill shot.
Yay! Kill shot. Did I kill her?
No.
that?
She's
No, it's just
fine.
figure of
She's fine.
speech.
She's
You
just
know,
sleeping.
When you do
Listen,
the
I
last
am-
thing.
I mean, she
I
might
am-
die. We don't know
Yeah,
yet.
we-
But,
Oh.
you know,
The verdict.
I don't think
I'm teasing you.
I don't think she's going to die. Listen, let me help you. Let me help you. I feel good when I do good deeds. So do you need some assistance? Perhaps I could help you in any ways. Aveline looks up. Yes, we need volunteers. Would you want to volunteer, please? My wheelbarrow. My wheelbarrow. She looks over and sees the wheels off and some of the apples are smushed. Derman kind of raises his body and walks towards it as he takes one large arm with his left hand. He props up the wheelbarrow. With his other arm, he just grabs the wheelbarrow wheel by like the center and just pops it back on. Puts it gently on the ground. I fixed it. Oh, yes, you did. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, now we must... Oh, we have spent way too much time here. Please, we must head off to the Summer Solstice Festival grounds. We must get to the grounds so we can set up the remainder of the flags, of the little banners, and then the rest of everything so we can start mapping out the stalls and the stages and getting everything ready. Oh, yes.
I mean, I'm still down to help, but maybe we should throw Hannah in the wagon or something.
We gotta take care of Hannah. Yeah.
Just kind of.
Yes, Betty, you pick up Hannah's body and you kind of put her in the wagon as Hannah kind of slumps over some building materials.
Maybe move her robe and cover her up a little bit.
I put my cape on her.
Yeah,
Some
like
dignity.
I mean, it's Hannah.
Whatever.
That'll be
true.
it's a good sleep mushroom. I mean, she'll be fine.
It's a good little sleep. Yes. Oh, yes. Well, Veldrin. Do you know where Veldrin is?
He's at the inn.
Wonderful. I will join with him soon. Now I come with you.
Yay!
Great.
Fine.
He's big. He'll help.
Why'd you give me scowly face?
I'm big. I help.
Do not feel intimidated. You are very strong. You are very helpful. I only wish to do good for others.
Fine. That's what I do too.
Can I get personal just real quick?
Sure.
Should I roll that real quick?
Yes. Roll me 2d6 plus your heart.
All right, that's an 11.
You can ask me 3 of those questions.
What's your real motivation for being here?
My real motivation. Listen, Veldrin and I go back a very long time. I have been a good friend of him as he has been a good friend to me. And, well, we all have life. Life changes for all of us, and some of us choose to go down different paths. Some of us choose things for ourselves that perhaps are not as common, not the things that people want us to be, but, well, when you're a good friend, you support someone's dreams no matter what, and so I am here supporting my friend's dream.
And what are your friend's dream?
My friend Veldrin is an artist. I support him in being an artist.
That's beautiful. Friends should help each other achieve their dreams. That's great.
Any last question that you think I should ask this guy?
I don't.
How about that?
I agree.
Whose side are you on? Really?
Some have called me lawful good. I am good for the law. That is what they mean. I know that is what they mean. You see, I am on the side of the people. Perhaps there was a time where I did things for coin. I helped Veldrin out, perhaps in ways that were not as kind, not as lawful, not as good. But as he wants to become an artist, I, his assistant, not only in service, not only with equipment, but also with matters of the heart.
Wow, we're like almost the same person.
Really?
Yeah, I have a similar whole thing that's almost like that as well.
He kind of just like, I'm going to say you now have an NPC bond.
Oh,
with
That's
Dermot.
amazing.
So you have a Dermot
That's
bond.
amazing.
That is so cute.
Yes.
Well, then I guess you can help us by wheeling Hannah around.
Great, as he picks up this wheelbarrow with like ease, with one hand, as he starts to make the way. Which way are we going?
The market. We're gonna follow Abilene.
Great. Evelyn, you take the, you lead the way. Oh, yes, yes, I will, yes, I will. And she's kind of, you see, she's kind of blushing from this guy a little bit. As she leads the way to the northwestern side of town. As you approach it, you see it's this huge, almost cleared field-like area. There was some forestation kind of to the right-hand side of it, but those trees have been chopped down. The stumps have been removed. This area has been cleared for this festival in quite a professional way. Perhaps Abilene was hoping that, well, future festivals would happen here. So the more permanent you make the space, the more likely perhaps a festival was to return. As you approach this area, you start to see at the boundaries of kind of the marked space, you start to see a few different caravan wagons of travelers, performers, wizards, actors, the like, who are not staying at the Black Satyr, but kind of are staying on their own terms.
Well, Aveline, is it cool for these guys to be camping in this area?
Oh yes, I mean I believe that they're here for the festival. The more the merrier. I mean, for some they like to stay in town. For some it is the Black Satyr that is a nice home. For some it is the Well Night Inn, which is a good sleep. But you know, to each his own, I say. Everyone can do what they want.
Okay, let's get this thing set up, huh?
Yeah, let's help out.
Great. As Derman puts down the wheelbarrow, we start to see this montage of all of the rat queens helping set up the festival. Tell me, what is each of you doing? Braga, what are you doing to help set up?
I think Braga's doing like I'm doing very like physical things. Like, so if there's any things that need to put, like stalls that she needs to put together that aren't already from the merchants that are coming, I'm doing that. So I'm like, I think I'm being a little bit, because of I'm a little bit jealous of Dermon for being like this big strong. So I'm like really like leaning into my strength, and I'm like hammering things. There's a lot of shots of me like hammering and like wiping my brow,
and like the glisten from your sweat is like glistening in the space.
Yeah, a lot of that kind of stuff happening.
As we see this beautifully accomplished built stall, as Braga, you stand in front of it, so proud. And Aveline, we see her from behind you, her eyes lighting up with joy, just mini applause. Yeah, oh yes. Violet, what are you doing?
I'm adding all the ornate wooden elements to the pieces. I can't stop myself. I want to stop, but I'm making everything just a little bit whittled, like really, really sharp looking.
As you are whittling, like, yeah, you're making these detailed signposts that now, if you look super close, they have these beautiful, intricate kind of carvings mapped onto them. A Derman kind of is sitting next to you, watching your craftsmanship, almost in awe, as he's watching you just make these beautifully detailed pieces and stakes that are going into the ground and are decorating the already built stalls.
First, before I start, I put a big flask of water next to Hannah's body. And then I set off and I tapped her on the shoulder and I motioned for him to throw me up so I can start hanging banners on trees and hanging big signs on stages, and we work together with me tying and attaching things and him throwing me in various areas.
We see these shots of Durban tossing you up as you're in the air. You're tossing the banners across already like established posts and trees, and you even start to hang these kind of lantern lines. So we start to see these beautiful lanterns now decorating the festival grounds.
Yeah.
As you look over to one of the caravans, you see this very, very show-offy enchantress with black hair tied up in a high bun. She's wearing this fastener that is red and has all these gold sparklers like literally igniting and coming off of it as she wears this kind of performance coat that has golden tassels on the shoulders and that tails out in the back and is then decorated with like kind of a tailing skirt that is short in the front, but it kind of flows out into the back, and she's wearing knee-high black boots, these beautiful black gloves. As you see her walking on a leash, the most beautiful worm you've ever seen. Is it wyvern?
Wyvern.
You see the most beautiful, this ruby-esque wyvern walking around with her on this golden leash. As you see her kind of gesture it to go up on a stump, and it sits on the stump. And you gesture her, like suddenly you see her snap at her hand raise, and the little wyvern kind of opens its mouth, and you see this beautiful, like, little flame that goes out in a heart come out as she pulls a little treat from her pocket and tosses it into the wyvern's mouth.
What's the physical description of this creature?
It is a small dragon-like creature.
Got
So
it.
it's not like a huge dragon. It's essentially like kind of a smaller babier dragon.
Got it.
Cute. Cute.
And you see sitting on another stump, laughing and clapping his hands, is this very stereotypical-looking wizard. He has a gray pointed hat. He has a crooked cane. He's wearing this kind of gray cloak with a rope belt. A long white beard as he smokes a pipe and laughs at the little tricks that the wyvern is doing. The wyvern is doing as the enchantress kind of looks at him and laughs as well.
Hi. I love your pet. It's great. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Can I pet it?
Oh, you want to pet Fluffy?
Fluffy's a great name.
Thank you. I thought it was quite ironic.
Because he's not fluffy. He doesn't have any
He's not.
hair.
He's a little wyvern.
Yeah, I get it. It's not fluffy, so you need it fluffy.
Are you here for the Summer Solstice Festival?
Yeah, we're helping.
Wonderful. My name is Pacifica the Magnifica.
What's a Magnifica?
Oh, it's just a descriptor of myself.
Oh, can I pet your pet? Can I pet your wyvern?
Of course, but make sure you go from the bridge of his little nozzle to the tippy top of his head. That's with your 2 fingers. As you touch this little wyvern, you start to feel this warmth emanating from him too, as he kind of starts to purr underneath your touch.
Oh, I want one.
He's a good warm baby. I want one. I want one. Where can I get my own wyvern? Wyvern.
Oh, well, out in the wild, they're not really around here. You see, I come from the north. I come from, that's all I'll say. I'm mysterious. I am an enchantress for show.
Oh. Hey guys, come over here. Pet this little thing. It's real cute. Pet it.
It's the cutest thing I've ever seen and touched.
Yes, we are here as entertainment, or at least I am. My friend here, I cannot say the same. He has joined me on my journey down here. A very kind man. What was your name again? Oh, my name is of no importance.
That's a long name.
I am simply... Oh. He starts to laugh. And as he kind of laughs as these smoke rings come out from his pipe. I like you. I like the cut of your jib. No, you can just simply call me Grandpa. You can simply call me Gramps. That's who I feel I am now. A man changes throughout his life. I believe I am in that place in my life.
Oh, are you here to be entertainment too?
I was curious to see what this festival was all about, to see the people I could meet here, and I ran into Pacifica on the way here, so, well, now I am here.
Well,
I mean, if you're not gonna help her entertain, are you just gonna drink all the cool mead that we brought in?
There's mead?
Yeah.
there's all sorts of drinks and mead, beer, water, tomato juice. It's no importance really.
The 3 drinks.
The 3
4.
drinks. There's a lot of drinks. I am simply looking forward to the experience of a festival. You know what? There's nothing that brings people together quite like an event like this. Not only is it going to be what I assume to be big and festivious and joyful, but it's also, well, the solstice is a very magical time of year. It's the longest day of the year, and, well, for those of us who have magical powers, well, it's almost like we get a little pip in our step, I should say.
Oh. Well, if you guys have nothing to do you want to help set the festival?
Well, I see that you've almost done that yourself quite well.
There's lots of other stuff to do, too. I memorized the whole list.
Oh, there is.
She loves lists.
I'd like to see if I can wake up, but not have anyone else know that I'm waking up.
Roll me 2d6 plus canny.
Any rerolls?
Nope.
Okay, nope, didn't wake up. So it's, what is it? Canny is a +1, 5?
So you want to wake up without anybody else noticing.
Yeah.
So Hannah,
Okay, got it.
Hilarious.
you wake up and you are so surprised that you are in fact not only still in your robe, but in a wagon. That you immediately fall out of the wagon, of this wheelbarrow wagon, tipping it over, and everybody hears it.
Well, falling off the wagon is pretty common for Hannah. Gramps, I have a question for you. You have magic. Could you help us out by fixing these flag ribbons that got torn during combat?
You know what? I don't see why not. I'm here
that's
to have
so
fun. I enjoy helping others.
Speaking of which, too, we could probably use some healing, right?
I think she could.
I'm super messed up too.
I'm a little messed up as well.
I'd like.
A little bit, yeah.
Is there a riverbed somewhere? Or like a trough? Or like water?
There's a water trough nearby. Yeah.
I'd like to
I bring
just
you my flask.
go
it's
sit
set
in
up.
it.
It's set up in the.
Sit in
It's
it?
set up where the petting zoo will be.
I'd like to go and take and just sit.
Just gonna sit
Cold
in that
shower
trough.
it, yeah.
Great. You all turn around and you see Hannah just kind of walk over the trough as she just nonchalantly climbs in it and just sits in it.
Don't get my cape wet, Hannah.
Fuck you.
Well, all right. Here, let's finish this festival, shall we? As this old wizard, as Gramps stands up, kind of taps his wooden staff on the ground, and suddenly you start to see the flags themselves almost dance as they magically seam back together and then fly up in the air and decorate the remaining stalls.
Whoa, my goodness.
That was awesome.
That's my idea. I just want to say that was my idea.
Well done, Braga.
Well, I believe all we need left is the stage, the stage, and then to ring off where the jousting will be. As Aveline finishes as she feels a hand on her shoulder. Miss Ibbot, Mrs. Ibbot, I've got. I've got this. Listen, you've had a long day. Your hand, you've hurt it. Let me. He starts to take off his vest. I can finish putting up this fence. This jousting. Trust me, I've been to many festivals, many jousts before. I know exactly how to put a fence and a ring together. So let me do this for you.
Wow.
As Aveline just it's like, well, I can't say no. Sure, go do that. Yes. Oh, yes.
Aveline, have you been dating much since your husband?
Oh God.
Nope. It was I believe almost a little over a year or two ago that the Palisades attack did happen. Have not really dated much. No,
Of course, yeah.
I've mainly been focusing on the Palisades planning.
Of course,
committee and
yeah,
putting
absolutely.
my heart into that.
Do you know where Dermond is staying? Maybe he needs the inn might be full if he came this late into the festival. Maybe.
Oh, I couldn't ask such a thing. Not right now. I hardly know him. Oh.
Hey, Dermot, where are you staying tonight?
At the Black Satyr with my good friend Veldrin.
Oh, cool. Let's go get drinks later, okay? We'll all be there.
Sure.
Aveline's coming too.
What?
Yeah, you're part of our group now.
And it's Miss, I say, not Mrs. anymore.
That's rough.
Yeah.
He kind of walks by you with a one giant fence post on his arm. I am glad to see you are awake.
I'm not impressed by you.
As he moves towards the fence, and we see as the sun sets and time, and like we see this kind of collage of scenes of the fence being built, Aveline sitting with Pacifica talking about the magician section and the performance stage of the festival. The rest of you finishing up. Violet, you carving intricate details now into the signposts of stands. As the sun finally sets, the moon high over Palisades, as with a final tap of Gramps' staff, the lanterns ignite, and the festival grounds are now complete.
Yay.
We then cut to a night at the Black Satyr, which is probably the rowdiest the Black Satyr has seen for a while, as there are tons of guests and people in town for the Palisade Summer Solstice Festival. We see acrobats, actors, magicians, artists, the 4 bards, the like, all sharing drinks, reveling, eating food, challenging each other to strength contests as merriment can be heard from outside. What is each of you doing at the Black Satyr? Who are you talking to specifically?
I'm standing on the corner of the bar screaming, drinks, 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 drinks.
As you chant that, 2 twin elven acrobats are challenging each other to a drink off. As you see Betty standing on the bar beside them as they are trying to drink each other to a stupor. Violet, what are you doing at the Black Satyr?
I'm talking to some bards, and I'm singing to them the song we used to sing about Cyrus Odd.
Oh, God.
Ulrich sits across from you. Please sing me this song of this man one more time.
Oh, it's just so funny. You think you've seen something odd? Well, I'll show you something odder. You think he's hot? Well, his husband is hotter. All of his armor you could use in bed. And if you use it in battle, then you will be dead.
My goodness. Listen. Now I am an inspirational, I'm a bard of the voice. Are you sure that you were never called to the bard life?
Oh, just for bar time, you know? Just when I'm drinking or having a great time with my friends.
That is an excellent song. Violet, I so look forward to seeing you and your friends at the Summer Solstice Festival. Here, rounds on me. That was so delightful. What will you be having?
Oh, I'm gonna be having some wine, please.
Wine it is, as he kind of points over to you. Braga, who are you talking to?
Well, I think that I am chatting up a particular drow bard by the name of Aralel.
As you see, you and Aralel are kind of cozy at this one table towards the corner.
Yeah. So, my friend was in danger, and it just seemed like it was a good time to step in and just save the day. It's kind of what we do. We're the Rat Queens.
Band of women all fighting together.
Yes, we have each other's backs, even when one of us is attacking the rest of us.
I like it. But you seem like the person who's been on their own. I've been on my own a lot, too.
It can be quite lonely.
Very lonely.
Sometimes companionship is all we seek.
Would you like to see me? I don't know, maybe I can show you a bard song that's very special.
I would like to hear that song.
Wonderful.
I have a barrel full of mead back at my house.
I can't think of a better stage.
Let's see you perform.
As you and Aralel exit the Black Satyr. Hannah, what are you doing?
I'm still dripping wet, and I am drinking that free round that was just ordered, and I'm sitting by the fire, and I'm staring down Veldrin, like willing him to come over and talk to me. I like kind of put a spell on him a little bit, but just really just trying to be sexy. Like, I'm still wearing the robe.
You're still wearing this robe, but you are like wet and it's muddy and dirty and your hair is very much messed up. You look like a
dragged cat.
A person who's been literally dragged through the mud. Look, I just came over just to make sure you're doing okay. I mean, you need to go home. You do not look very good.
Wow, that's so fast of you.
No, I mean, do you need somebody to take you home so you can?
Yeah, I
get
mean, like, if you're already offering to take me home, that would be great.
I mean, I'm offering to walk you home so you can get a bath. And
Do you want to take a bath together?
I'm concerned. You're very dirty. You're very dirty.
I am.
You're dirty.
I'm so dirty.
What are you trying to do here? What are you trying to do?
You're feeling it. I'm feeling it. So we're two adults. So I think, why not beat around, you know, the vagina bush and just do it?
Roll me 2d6 plus.
Is it get sexy or is it?
You're not getting sexy. You're just trying. This is much more of a social than anything.
Sassy or?
I'll say sassy because you're trying to get him to do what you want.
Fucker. 8, 10.
What are you putting down right now?
I'm putting down. No holds barred.
Oh, that's a good pun. I like
No
it.
commitment. Excellent smoking sex. I'll take a shower first. But I swear to God, you've never gone to town where I am.
He leans in real close, and kind of his mouth is incredibly close to your ear. Do you want to know a secret?
No.
Well, okay, I was gonna do a move.
Oh, go for it. I don't know.
I mean,
I just didn't. I thought the less we knew about each other, the better. But it's fine. Go
I mean,
on.
it was gonna be a sexy thing.
Okay, then do it. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. What?
I used to be a bounty hunter, and I think I just found my next target.
I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you.
I wanted to say that earlier, but you kind of stopped me for a moment.
No, it's okay. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. I'm staying upstairs. As we see Veldrin make his way upstairs and Hannah following behind.
Is Sawyer anywhere around?
Sawyer is at the entrance of the bar, kind of keeping tabs and making sure everyone is kind of staying orderly. Do you want to see if he sees you?
Yes.
Do you want to try to be sneaky getting up there or what?
No.
Okay, I will see if he sees you.
Wait, you say he sees me? Is that what you said?
No, I rolled on my little app to see if he sees you.
Does he see me? Because that was a bad roll anyway.
As you walk upstairs,
I'm pinching his butt as we go up.
pinching his butt, Sawyer looks across the room, and for a moment, he looks and says, Hannah? When suddenly, Dermond enters the bar and stands right in front of Sawyer. Excuse me, yes, I'm here to... Gosh. Yes,
I am here.
I'm here. Hello. You know, have you seen my good friend Veldrin? I've been gone all day and I've been looking for him. Excuse me, you're a man of the town, yes? Yes, I am the captain of the guard. Perhaps you can tell me, did you see a man with kind of ruddyish hair, and a goatee beard, little not clean shaven? Be here, I'm looking for him. No, I may be the captain of guard, but I'm not the welcome wagon, sir. I don't know everybody who comes through here. Worth a shot as he walks into the bar and sits down and begins to drink. As we kind of pan away and we cut away as we zoom out from the Black Satyr, the merriment and joy inside, as the final moon before the summer solstice crests directly overhead, and a twinkle in the stars. And that is where we will end tonight's episode. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you for jumping in the chat. Thank you for participating in our polls. I love the choices you have. I cannot wait to see what you choose next week. Let's go ahead and say thanks to some of the folks who helped make tonight's story possible. First Friday Funk.
First Friday
Fun.
Fun.
Metsu's Phantom.
Metsu's Phantom.
Dashing CN.
Dashing
CN.
Giant Replacement Baby.
Giant Replacement Baby.
Demoon Rules.
Devlin Rules.
J Pistol.
J Pistol.
M the Cartographer.
M the Cartographer.
Uberbaldi and Uberbaldi.
Uberbaldi and Uberbaldi.
Mr. Fantasy.
Mr. Fantasy.
J Pistol.
J Pistol.
Haywood.
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 Mr. Fantasy.
Mr. Fantasy.
Shadow Uzumaki.
Shadow Uzumaki.
Aladunia.
Aladunia.
Elaki.
Elaki.
Haywood.
Haywood.
Shadow Uzumaki.
Shadow Uzumaki.
Good Doomsday Danny.
Doomsday Daddy.
Mr. Fantasy.
Mr. Fantasy.
J Pistol.
J Pistol.
Yui Coffee.
Yui Copy.
And J Pistol again.
J Pistol again.
Thank you all so much. You help make this channel possible. You help make this show possible. And thank you so much again for all of your encouragement and your excitement about the show. The Summer Solstice Festival, it kicks off next week. You don't want to miss it. Let's go ahead and say goodbye really quick. Let's go around the table. Where can they find you?
Hi, I'm Jessica Lynn Birdie. You can find me on the internet if you search my name. But I really enjoy when you guys have thoughts, and thanks for the gifts, and thanks for tweeting at us and letting us feel really loved.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy about that. Thank you.
I'm Michelle Wynn Bradley. You can find me everywhere on the internet at I am Chubby Bunny, and I am really enjoying the heck out of the Rat Queen's Discord. So if you guys aren't in there yet,
Totes.
get in there. It's so good.
Yes, I'm also having a blast chatting with all of you. You can find me at Laurie Michelle J on Twitter and Laurie Michelle Jones on Instagram. Also performing with Ripley Improv and the Improvised Generation at Impro Studio.
You can find me on Twitter at Riley J Silverman, Instagram at Riley Silverman, and I have a really cool project real quick that I'm doing right now. I work for Sci-Fi Wire, and we actually are doing this podcast all month for the month of March, Women's History Month. Every single day in the month of March, we're doing a different episode to highlight a forgotten woman of genre. So like today is my first episode that I wrote, and it was about Sally Menke, who was the editor for all Tarantino's movies until she passed away in 2010. So every day a different person. We've celebrated Melissa Matheson so far, Marsha Lucas, Alma Reville. We have a bunch more coming, so check that out on Sci-Fi Wire Fangirls podcast, Strong Female Characters.
Cool. Rad. That is rad, really.
And I am your GM, Emily. You can find me at frankly_Emily, and then frankly_Emily with an extra underscore on Instagram. If you want to draw fan art, we would love some. So draw us your fan art, post about it in the Discord, post it on Twitter. We will share the hecky out of it. We love our fan art. Don't forget, #RatQueens.
I really want the nude one of me.
Nope,
Oh
nope,
my
don't do
gosh.
that. Nope.
Really want it.
What
you
a
can
request
silent,
straight from Hannah.
silent DM me that.
And
Not
don't
really,
forget,
don't do it.
tomorrow night, we have the premiere, the first night of Warhammer 40K
So
here
exciting.
at Hyper RPG. And of course, we've got He Left It Dead returning next Tuesday night. Thank you to everyone who tuned into the season finale of Bloodcurdling Tales from the Loop.
That was
We've
fun.
got He Left It Dead Part 3 coming next Tuesday. And of course, next Wednesday at 7 p.m., join us live right here for the Rat Queens RPG. I look forward to seeing your comments and tweets and Instagram and Discords. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you next week.
Hi guys, this is Malika, and I want to tell you about an awesome new Chrome/Firefox extension. It's called Retail Me Not Genie, and it automatically searches for coupon codes and cashback deals while you shop online. Best of all, it's free! All you gotta do is follow the link. It only takes 30 seconds to install. Now, whenever you shop online, Retail Me Not Genie will notify you if there's a coupon code or a cashback deal that will save you money. Again, this only works for the people in the United States who use Chrome or Firefox when you shop online. Now support this awesome live stream and save yourself some money.
This is not a new story. This is merely another chapter of an endless strife. A tale of blood that's been spilling for millennia. In a fringe galactic arm, centuries-long warp storms cease, making its resource-rich planets traversable again and ripe for conquest. The Imperium of Man launch a crusade to reclaim old human colonies established before the storms began. The ruinous powers, knowing of the weakened warp, flood the quadrant, seeking to plague every corner with chaos. The Tau and the Eldari form a temporary alliance to rid the Imperium and the ruinous powers from the untainted galaxy. And the orcs, drawn to the smell of blood and riches, seek glory through the crucible of battle. The race to control the system begins. This is not a new story, but it is our story. Welcome to the grim, dark dawn.
Hello, and welcome to Kolak, America's heart. Life is generally easy in Kolak. The spirit of our small town is built around enjoying life, despite our technological empire. Kolak is like Paris. Art, music, and treasures of life are not just incidental. They are central to the spirit of our little town. This is a special gift for visitors and those who live in our vast green valley. Kolak's natural beauty can be thanked to the peaks that tower over us in our four corners, shielding us from the elements. Spend the day at Crater Lake, fed by the ever-flowing Riley River. America's heart. Enjoy our historic Main Street, or take a tour of our world-famous Shepherd's Winery. My favorite. Kolak prides itself in being a world leader in renewable energy and advanced medicine. All thanks to our most famous attraction, Synchroneity Tech. Many new families find their home in Kolak. Brought in to fill one of the country's most exciting genetic research facilities, many open roles. Science is at the very soul of Kolak, unlike anywhere else in the world. Gated by nature itself. You found yourself back at the start.